Okay, Brian, we are going to go live here in 5, 4, 3. 1 second here. You want to be play-by-play or color?
Either way, it's up to you. I'm fine either way. Are you doing the intro?
Yeah, I'll do the intro and stuff. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Winnebago, Nebraska. We have a triangular that's going to be taking place here momentarily between the Winnebago Indians. We also have in the house Lady Dragons from Madison. We also have the varsity team of the Lady Wildcats of Cedar Bluffs, Nebraska. My name is Garen Coons, Communications Officer for the Winnebago Tribe. I'd like to welcome in the Big Voice Radio, which we'll get over the online and make sure that we kind of team view in and get us broadcasting over 100.9 FM as they're going to do a rendition of the flag song, followed by the national anthem, or vice versa. But yeah, we're going to get there playing on 100.9 FM. So if you have an opportunity, make sure you dial in and we'll kind of go from there, folks. So with that being said, I'd like to welcome our other commentator, that is Mr. Brian Chamberlain, known as MCBKC for Midnight Love and Res Ride, one of our host DJs on 100.9 FM Big Voice. And Brian is also one of, you did some volleyball coaching. You're also an avid player. And this is the last home game that the Winnebago Indians have. And we also, I know that they're going to be featuring some away games, but nonetheless, I think say hello to the good folks out there.
Yeah, everyone, welcome to Winnebago Public High School. They are playing the national anthem as we speak, so both teams are out on the court facing the U.S. flag as well as the flag for the Winnebago Tribe of Nebraska. The fans are continuing to filter in, and I believe they're playing Madison first. Yes. So now they will play the Winnebago flag song, I believe, as well. So
tonight's a pink out night, and as you know, October is Breast Cancer Survivor Month, or Awareness Month, that we had here today on Winnebago Talks. We had Jane from the Winnebago Public Health Department. Also, Shannon Wright came up and presented a lot of good information. They're going to have a walk run on October 17th down at the 12 Clans Unity Hospital. You folks are more than welcome to join us for that. And that's going to be taking place at 10 o'clock, and beautiful T-shirts that they have designed. And we have an opportunity, walk for the health of it. But we would like to have you folks, if you can, and willing and able, go and share this stream, let people know, and maybe you have a relative. Maybe you have some relatives out there in Madison, the Lady Dragons relatives, or the Lady Wildcats, as they're going to be taking the court here momentarily after this game.
Indeed.
And Winnebago Indians will get a little break, and then they'll hit back to the court here and stuff. Triangulars are pretty exciting, right?
Yes, they are, and they also have a little bit of a different format, because typically in any high school match or a college match for that matter, it's a best of 5 series, meaning the winner has to come away with 3 wins on the set. Here in the triangular, it's only best of 3, so every point matters just that much more. So whoever can pull out 2 sets, they're going to be the winner.
For sure, for sure. So Winnebago, let's talk about their season here. This is the first time covering them, so we apologize in advance if we give maybe a player or a relative a new name or something like that. But help us out on the stream. If you can comment or just kind of let us know and stuff. But we'll kind of, let's talk about the season. So I believe the Lady Indians have about 3 wins, and they're kind of more losses. But I talked to Coach down here, and this first year being her as the role as the head coach, and that's Sam Clover. And she's a first grade teacher here at Winnebago. She mentioned that the ladies here, they do have some good strengths. They can get going if they want to. There is times where they kind of get down big and they kind of get down on each other, but I think we're going to go into the starting lineup.
Yes, they are. And so I had a chance to talk to the coaches prior to the start of the season. I believe they were just getting going on the first day of eligibility to hold practices under the Nebraska state rules. And at that point, I understood that Darla LaPointe was the head coach, but I guess they had a little bit of a changeover. And so Coach Kluver, is it Clover or Kluver? I got to get that right. I think it was Kluver. But anyway, she's taken over the reins, and she was talking to the team about some of the things that we're going to focus on. And she was really, really adamant about pushing their conditioning. And it was kind of crazy because a little side note there, Gary, was that the same day I visited with the football coach, and he was saying the exact same thing.
Cool.
So
we're right on. Wow. Let's see here. The Lady Dragons do have some height on there. I don't know if we can get a shot of the Lady Dragons, but now we'll get a shot of the Lady Indians, and this is going to be your starting lineup for the last home game. Looks like Treglia. She is a junior. She's wearing number 1. Yep. Then we have number 4, Kennedy. She is a sophomore. Then we have Harlan. Harlan is a senior. Yep. We also have Nadia Bass. She's a senior as well. Number 23 is Callie Wolfleader. She's a senior as well. And then we have number 24, Lula Decora. She is a junior. So that's your varsity team. JV, I think their season is done. And doing a wonderful job here. So we're looking forward to some live action volleyball here starting up. Varsity, this is the triangular. This is the first game, first set. Winnebago, and they're hosting Lady Dragons, Madison, Nebraska.
yes. A very different kind of lineup, I guess, for the Lady Dragons. This is going to, I think, be a really good match because watching them in their warm-ups, they seem very defense-laden, meaning that their hitters were present, but they were also very, very adept in their passing skills. So I want to see how that tests the Lady Indians' offense and their ability to put the ball into the ground. So hopefully we're going to have a little bit of a defensive battle here, and we'll see how it comes out. Also, at the same time, I did notice that the Lady Wildcats from Cedar Bluffs have started to filter into the gym as well. And so they will be awaiting the next match, and we will feature them with the Lady Indians coming up later tonight.
All right. Justin Getman said go big blue, and Getman is the son of Connie Getman.
Yeah, Connie Getman was a longtime volleyball coach back in my day, in my era, and then well into the 1990s, leading the Lady Indians to their only state tournament berths, if I can remember that correctly, in 1988, 80, and 89.
All right, and then one of the coaches, Darla LaPointe, was on that team, correct?
Yes, it was 89 and 90. How could I forget that? Yes, and Darla was one of the lead players on those teams, and to this day, I do believe she still holds, it's either the kills or the block record for the Class C teams. She did have both at one time, so.
Here we go, live action, balls in the air. Number 5 serves it up, and Nadia Bass with the swing.
Yes, out of the middle. I like how the setter is establishing the middle hitters early, because a lot of times most teams will pay attention to their outsides, or they basically throw it up hoping that the outsides can get a kill.
Here we go. Number 24, that is Decora. Nice serve, she got it over. Here we go. Treglia can't quite field it. She didn't square up, and out it goes. So point back on over. We are tied up 1-1.
Yes, and what you didn't maybe necessarily notice with that is I'm really liking already what I'm seeing out of the setter from Madison. Her ability to push that ball all the way outside to the pin was pretty amazing.
All right, 23. This is Sanchez into the net. She couldn't get her serve over, so point goes to Winnebago. Wolf Leaders, she has a lot of power on her. I watched her down at Walt Hill, Macy.
Okay.
And they had a triangular down there, and she has a good serve. If she can get it over, she's a little bit uncontrolled, but here comes her first serve for the senior.
Oh, I see what you're in there.
Yes. Kind of a little knuckleball and stuff, but now for those that don't know volleyball, if it hits the line, because I've seen a lot of people get mad, especially the parents and stuff, but it hits the line, that means it's in.
Yes, any part of the line is in except the shadow.
All right.
But it can be the most smallest little part. If it touches the line, that ball is in.
Oh, nice serve. Yes. Wolf leader. So the score is 4-1. Winnebago Lady Indians up in this first set. So they have to play the best of 3, correct?
Yes, they do. And so whoever wins 2 sets out of this match, they will be the winner of the match, and they will move on. And then whoever wins the triangular is which team comes out with 2 wins.
She gets it over.
Someone will.
Madison Dragons, they're working on it. And here comes Bago. Oh, nice swing, but...
Yes, down the line. Harlan takes a pretty good whack at it, and I like to see her take those kind of swings. She just turned it a little bit too far across her body, and it flew to the outline.
Okay, so appreciate everybody tuning in here, live streaming Winnebago Indians and the Madison Dragons. Number 15 to serve it. Over it goes to Wolf leader. Nice hustle play by Winnebago. They get a free ball to the Dragons. Here comes number 1, and that was a good swing.
Yes, a very good heads-up swing from that. And again, the placement from the Madison setter, I got to say, she's going to probably dish out a pretty good game tonight, because just in these early opening points, her location, her ability to push the ball, I'm really, really liking it.
Okay, 15 serves it on up for the Dragons. Here comes number 4. Oh!
Yes, the lefty, number 4, and that is...
Kennedy.
Yes, Kaylee Adams. Oh, no, excuse me, I'm looking at the wrong team. Yeah, sorry. Almost close.
Yep, and then for the Winnebago Indians, number 21, Vargas checks in, and Treglia is going to have a seat. Here's Bass with her serve.
Nice job. Nice job.
Here comes number 10. She's the tallest out there on the court, and she gets a nice kill.
Yep. In that play right there, that's one thing that I would definitely advise her to do, is take a 1 step forward. She was a little bit too far back to make the dig. If she was 1 step forward, she would have been there. I haven't seen any of the Madison girls pounded into the ground yet, so she doesn't have to be afraid of that.
Oh, they're into the net here, and it looks like... Hey, I wanted to see if it's opportunity here, but for those folks that used to go to school at Winnebago Public School, the referee is Mr. LaRue.
Really?
And, yeah, okay. I haven't seen him in a long time. So that is very cool. It's probably been about a good 30 years as Winnebago can't get the point, and Madison has now taken the lead here. So it's Winnebago 5, and Madison has 6. And here comes another serve by, this is Selena, number 1.
Oh, girls, that's down. Come on.
So is that just kind of like a little communication?
Yes, definitely miscommunication.
Right at the needle, right in between them.
Yep.
All right. So Winnebago is down by 2. Dragons 7. They're kind of going on a run here. Selena with her serve, and she's just kind of placing it all over the place here, keeping the Winnebago Indians on their toes.
Yes, indeed. And timeout by the Lady Indians. Like what I saw and what I've seen in the warm-ups, I think it's starting to play itself out. The Madison players do have a pretty good level of defense, and their ability to move the ball and to control the ball, I'm really liking what I'm seeing there. Winnebago has yet to really get anything going offensively. They were relying on their serve, which is a good thing, but I want to see them push their offense a little more, because I want to see them test that defense.
Definitely. So the Lady Dragons come out. They kind of got to a slow start. Winnebago Indians did have some nice serves over there. And, yeah, this is maybe some nerves. You know what I mean? It's the first night in the early night, first set. So as the Lady Indians come out with a smile, Vargas is in, number 21. And they are lining up and getting ready to see if they can get that.
Yeah, definitely. What I would like to see a little bit more also with the Lady Indians is they kind of seem quiet right now. I don't hear a whole lot of talk, a whole lot of chatter between them. So they do need to get a little bit more loud in order to tell their teammates where and what they're doing. And that type of thing will change how they play.
Callie gets it back over here. So let's see, number 2 sets it back up to number 10. And hustle play, couldn't quite get it. Point, Lady Dragons.
Yeah, they're going on a scoring run here. You know, nice simple serve here. She's not, threading it down, down the line or any different way. So this is an easy ball for the Lady Indians to pass. That ball going out, of course, but they just need to be a little bit more aggressive and way, way louder. I only heard one girl yell out.
All right, so number 4, this is Thomas. She's a left-handed hitter.
Okay.
Good serve. On over to the Dragons. Here comes number 10. Number 10, Vargas.
Yes.
Tries to give a heads-up play here. Back to number 10, Treglia. They're going to try to set it up, and here comes Vargas. Dragons. Nice volley going on. Up in the air, and we should get a nice hit there by Harlan.
Yes, Harlan gets the kill from the outside swing. A little bit on the inside, but she was able to adjust and put it into the ground. The one thing that I like with seeing when Harlan swings is she's not necessarily looking for how can I hit it the absolute hardest. She is actually trying to see where to place it, and the deep corner was open, and that's where she shot it.
Here comes Thomas with a good serve, and she has a chance. There she goes. Nice serve there, and an ace.
I don't know if you were able to see that on the video, but what happened is the ball went into the rafters and actually hit one of the basketball goals. That is a playable ball.
They just didn't know where it was going to come down at it. Kind of knuckleballed up there and stuff, but she was a little too powerful on her third serve. Out it goes, back to Madison.
Yes.
Substitution for Madison, that's number 22 coming in, and that's going to be Weddy.
Let's see how number 2 can put the ball through.
She's the setter, right?
I believe so.
All right. Harlan.
Nice swing.
Wow. Got him on the running, and they get a free ball. Back to Winnebago. See what Bago does to it. Decora sets it up. On over to Vargas. A little too powerful. Did she leave too early?
A little bit on that, and also the set was kind of behind her. If you saw her, she was reaching backward and wasn't able to put the forward downward motion that she needed. So.
Okay, number 2 is Lexi Jackson. So serve number 2. Harlan over to Decora. Back to Harlan.
Good swing.
Yes. You can kind of hear it up here. Volley back and forth. Decora calls for it. She sets it up. I think she touched it.
It's close. Neither one of them. Yes, the ref called it. The line judge didn't seem to see anything, but at the same time, the up ref definitely saw the touch by the libero number.
Hey, folks, we got a game here. It's 9-11. Let's see if Harlan can get it back to team, and it goes out. Dang it.
Just barely. Not by much. I like her being aggressive on the serves, but at the end of the day, girls, you got to get them in. So Winnebago is also using the libero in the back row, and I like to see the movement from that. Again, they still seem a little bit too quiet. As you can see there, the miscommunication led to you're getting it. No, I thought you were, and the ball falls. Get loud, girls, get loud.
All right, here comes number 8 for the Dragons. This is Monez Lopez. Oh, nice serve. Treglia can't field it. Another point, a serve there for 8 for the Dragons.
Yeah, with those and what you see in there is it flew off to the side. I think she overcorrected just a little too much. She just has to keep her platform and it'll get right to her center.
All right, Harlan digs it up. Decora on over to Vargas. Back to the Dragons. Dragons going to be working on it. Number 15 couldn't swipe at it. She just got set wrong.
Yes. And there was a little bit, I guess, of, again, it floated behind her. If you saw her, she kind of moved her body backward, which basically put her at a disadvantage. So, but the block was prepared. I think they would have got it too. Oh, no.
Vargas a little too powerful on that one.
Is that 3 in a row?
I'm not sure, but for Winnebago, number 18, this is Walker, checks in, and she's going to be playing. She has some height on her. She's only a sophomore, and number 18, Walker in for Bago.
Oh, Aaron's jump, float, spin with that from Madison. I like seeing the girls be aggressive with their serving, especially when they're trying out something new. The games are long, and even though they have 15 points, the next 10 points, they're kind of hard to get, so there's a long way to go.
So this is for those folks, Madison Dragons. Lady Dragons are in the house. This is a triangular. Welcome those that are just joining us here. As Walker gets it on over. Free ball for the Dragons. Let's see what they do with it. Over to number 15. Harlan digs it up. On over to Wolf Leader. And number 1, they should be able to work with this. Here we go. Oh, is that 2 hits?
Yes, it is. That is definitely one of the changes that has not yet transitioned into high school ball. On the college level, starting this year, if the ball doesn't go over the net, there is no double hit. And I personally don't like the rule because it kind of leads to sloppier play, but you have to have a clean touch on the ball.
Harlan digs it up, that serve. Decora sets it up for Walker. Walker, and that looked like it was out.
Yes, it was. From our vantage point, the end line here, the sideline is going to be real hard to tell because we're right on top of it, but the line judge, she was right on it. All
right, here comes Wolf Leader. See if she can get her team some points here as it's 16-12. Lady Indians down the first set. They have 12. Wolf Leader, nice. Back on over to Bago. Decora sets it up for Walker. She touches the net. Dang.
A little bit out of control with her feet. The one thing that I really want to see her change with that, because that can be dangerous. She can step on ankles and those type of things. She has to adjust her footwork.
All right, Madison, Lady Dragons, serve it up. Number 15, nice serve over there. Decora sets it up for Harlan. Oh, she got it.
Yes, she did. Controversial call because the Madison ladies do not believe that it was in.
Well, that's the AD, Adam Travner over there. So you got to give one to the home team, you know what I mean? Good. Advantage of playing at your home court. As Treglia comes up for her first serve of the night. Let's see how Breezy does. She got it over. Madison. Oh, heads up play there. She just tipped it over there.
Yes, and that's another thing. The setter, she's really locating that ball well. Her hitter had enough time to make her full approach, and she saw that the blockers were leading out to the right, tipped it back into the left side, and she basically hit the floor. So
18-13, Lady Dragons up, first set. Here we go, number 4, Thomas sets it up for Vargas on over to the Lady Dragons. Here comes number 10. I would say number 10 is probably about a good 6'1", 6'2". Oh,
yeah,
Harlan.
Yes, and again, like I said earlier, Harlan finds the floor going down the line on that hit. A nice roll back into the deep corner. Those are points every time, girls.
That's awesome. Thomas, the left-handed hitter, is up to serve for Winnebago. Serves up. Madison working on it. Comes hit number 3, back on over to Bago, into the net. And I didn't see the touch.
Well, he saw the up ref seems to think that the blocker got the ball because it definitely wasn't the defender.
Yeah, Decora pleading her case, but to no avail.
Yep.
Substitution, number 22 is coming in for Lady Dragons and stuff. But from up here, I didn't see it. So
no, neither did I, but you know, he's closer and has the bird's eye view. So
number 2 serves it on over to the Lady Indians. Decora sets it over to Harlan. Oh, there you go. There's a good kind of tandem teamwork right there, as smiles all around for the Lady Indians.
Yes, Harlan wins that point there for herself and now moves to the back row to serve it over and hopefully close the gap.
Here we go. Harlan serves up on over to the Lady Dragons, number 22 for her first. She gets it.
Nice strong swing from the outside, and again the location by the Madison setter, I'm really impressed. This first set she has been probably, in my opinion, their best players because she's locating their hitters.
20-15, Lady Indians need to get some points here as we're approaching.
Nice backward dish by the setter for Winnebago. Those have a nickname guaranteed, and the nickname is called Pineapple.
Okay.
And later on in the broadcast, we'll get into the reason why it's called that.
All right. If you know the answer why they call it pineapple, go and throw it into the chat. We'll shout you out here. As number 5 is going to serve for Winnebago, and this is Thomas.
Nice
Lady
flat
Dragons
serve.
working on it. Free ball for Winnebago. Harlan's going to set it up to Decora. Here comes Walker for her first swing of the night and into the net.
Again, a little bit of controversial call because I did see from our view the blocker did touch it. It did go to the top of the tape, pushing it backward, but the reason it came back is because it hit her hand.
Okay, number 5 for the Dragons. Harlan digs it. Decora sets it, and Callie just kind of bumps it on over. Here we go, Dragons. Oh, now Walker had some height. She had the block. She had the right idea, but Dragons get the point.
Yes, the one thing that I like seeing her is her body's in position, but her hands aren't pressing over the net. She basically gave her targets. She needs to push as if she's basically trying to smash it through.
Number 5 for her second serve. Winnebago. Nice recover there. Free ball for the Dragons. Here we go. The third hit coming. Treglia to Decora on over to Wolfleader. Dragons, nice volley, back and forth action here. Oh, Wolfleader put some power into that one.
Yes. You can see the difference in that, exactly what I was saying. That ball didn't go over, and see how it snapped back immediately because it hit the top of the tape. That was different than the previous play.
23-16, Winnebago Indians down as that one didn't get over. So number 5, she had a good serving run, but Winnebago now has 11 to 23. Lady Dragons are up.
Yeah, the Lady Indians need to make a run here.
Here we go, Decora to serve. Gets it on over to the Dragons. Here comes number 15. Oh, she gets it. Harlan couldn't quite get the quite good angle on it, and nonetheless, set point, 24. Lady Dragons, Winnebago Indians 15 or 11, excuse me.
Yeah, there's still a chance here, girls. You got to play pretty much flawless and clean volleyball. You can close the gap by getting these points and building.
Number 23 serves it. Walker to Breezy. Free ball coming. Decora hits it back on over. So Dragons are going to work with it. Back on over to the Winnebago Indians. Here comes Wolf Leader.
Great dive by the Madison Libero in the back row.
Back on over to Winnebago. Thomas takes a swing at it.
Yeah, the lefty from the right side. That's her on hand.
Here we go. Back and forth action. Thomas just hits it on over. Madison's going to set it up. Here comes the swing by number 1, and she gets it.
Yes, indeed. And so Madison takes the first game 25-17. The Lady Indians, again, seemed a little disjointed. And the one thing I really have to point out with them is they're still very, very quiet in their gameplay. Overall, I don't know if you heard it, and if it's able to be heard because our microphones are pretty far away. The Madison girls were talking, they were yelling, they were telling each other where they're going. Winnebago has yet to basically open the verbal door. Come on, girls, it's a team sport.
Yeah, and then this is the first time we're covering them. I've seen a lot of good things, a lot of good serves, a lot of good hustles. That's what one of the coaches said, Sam. She said that the girls can get after it.
Yes.
They can hustle. It just seemed like Winnebago hung with them.
Yes.
And they kind of seen, maybe get some cobwebs out, maybe you get the kind of first set jitters out. I see Winnebago kind of getting warmed up a little bit more.
Yeah.
And if we can get Wolf Leader Harlan set up pretty good, I think Decora does a good job and Breezy does a good job of setting them up, and we'll kind of see what I seen Walker also do some good things as she came in there, and she had a good swing. She just couldn't quite finish it.
Yeah, the overall win, they weren't blown off the court. And in this, I got to say, Winnebago did have a lot of bright spots, like you were saying. The one thing I would definitely ask them to change and be a little bit, way more, let me change that, way more deliberate with is limit their serving errors. Those are points that you're giving away. You want to test and you want to stress the other team, but not at the cause of where you get 3 missed serves in a row. That is very, very damaging.
All right, set number 2 coming your way, ladies and gentlemen, as the crowd is starting to fill up here for Winnebago and Madison. This is a triangular.
Yes.
Meaning that Cedar Bluffs Wildcats will be taking on the Lady Dragons. So we'll call that one. That's going to be a pretty interesting one. And then Winnebago and Lady Indians, they get to have an opportunity to kind of watch both teams. And then they'll take on the Cedar Bluffs Lady Wildcats at the finish of it. So that's pretty cool, man. We get to cover 3 games. What a night to cover. What a great night for volleyball. Winnebago Public School, we appreciate them for allowing us. We are 100.9 FM, the big voice. We're joined here. We have Jordana Bass on the camera. Billy Decora makes his debut for Res Spin. And then also producing tonight's show is Miss DJ Bessamy Redhorn.
Yes.
Doing a great job as Decora is going to get ready to serve it on over for that. So what do you want to see real quick?
Again, I want to see more, better serving in.
Okay.
They were aggressive, but they got to keep them in. I don't want them to pull back. Don't give them lollipop floaters.
Yeah.
But don't make, especially not 3 errors in a row. Okay.
All right. Let's see if they can correct those things, and they're going to be hanging right in there as Vargas and Breezy give each other a high five for good luck.
Yep, and also at the same time, the Madison girls, I think you're going to see a lot more of the same. Their setter's going to be dishing to her outside and her middle hitter. And I think you'll see that again in game 2. They didn't really use their right side very much because basically the setter was taking the right side position. So that is an advantage immediately to Winnebago that they have to kind of take advantage of. They have to be able to see that, okay, nothing is going to be coming out of the right. So the left side blocker can already be located.
All right, Borrego serves it on up for the Dragons, and Winnebago works with it, hits it back on over, and the Lady Dragons hit it on out. So back to the Winnebago Indians. The score is on the second set, 1-1.
Yes, I like the way that they're beginning. They're playing a lot more cohesive in these first early points. Hopefully they turn on.
Wolf Leader, a little too strong there. She maybe want to take one more step back, and it would just fall right in there, but Yeah, she's has a smile on her face. She's dialing it in. She's dialing it in. Here comes number 23 for the Dragons.
Yes, the other crazy thing is, too, that when the ball has went out from the Lady Indians on their serve, it's gotten stuck in the bleachers every time.
There you go.
So there's a lot of power behind it.
This is number 23, Sanchez. Hits it on over.
Nice lefty swing.
Oh, man. Decoro tried to do a heads-up play there. Couldn't quite get it over. It goes out of bounds.
Yep, the pass was a little bit too tight to the net. She didn't have a whole lot of options. Unfortunately, she was too close to that sideline, and her tip went out.
Score is 3-1. Wolfleader, nice. Got it up to Harlan. Harlan right there.
Yes, nice heads-up play by Harlan. Harlan seeing the formed block in front of her on the low set, and instead of hitting into their hands and getting blocked, she decided to go right over the top where the defense wasn't. The ball found the floor.
Okay, substitution. Walker is going to have a seat, and in for the Lady Indians, number 5. This is Thomas. She is a junior. Thomas, nice serve. Lady Dragons work with it. Number 15 for the Lady Dragons get it as they are up now.
4-2, doubling the score early on, and that was what we were just talking about. The setter was forced to go to the right side, and unfortunately Winnebago's block just wasn't able to shut it down.
Vargas digs that serve up to Harlan and can't quite get it, so another point for the Dragons. It's 5-2.
Yeah, those passes right to the top of the net, they're hard to get back.
Here we go.
Good try, though.
Number 15, her third serve, on over to Thomas.
Okay, 2 errant passes in a row. The Winnebago Lady Indians need to settle down, and they need to take care of the ball. They should be up on their toes. Platforms are ready. They know the ball's coming. Get it right up to their setter.
The fourth serve is up and over to Thomas, to Kennedy. On over to Vargas. Heads up play there. Oh, nobody home.
Yeah, when the block came back over, I don't think the defense expected that, especially right where the ball landed, and so the ball kind of fell flat when it hit her platform.
Lady Dragons kind of on a good run here. Number 15 heads up play, hits it back over to the Lady Indians. Here comes Vargas on over to the Dragons. They dig it on up into the air. Third hit coming, out of bounds. Okay.
Yes, and with that as well, because the Madison, I almost said Stanton for some reason, but the Madison setter was basically in trouble, so she threw it up to her 2 back row hitters. Both of them kind of called it, but their voices allowed them to only make one approach.
Oh, Kennedy has a nice serve on over to the Lady Dragons. Got a nice block there by Vargas. On over to Breesley. She gets it on up to Harlan.
That is down.
Oh,
yes, it is.
Man.
Yep, the Madison players were hoping that it floated long, but it did not. Kissing the back line. Another great hit. Harlan is having a brilliant night tonight, finding the floor in the ways that she can.
Second serves up for Lady Indians. Here they go. See if they can go on a roll. There she goes.
Yep, good job there. Number 21, is that Vargas as well? Yes, it is. Sierra Vargas. She was ready for that, and I like how she didn't err on the net.
Here comes Kennedy for her other serve. Nice serve, man. Yes. She does have a good serve. Here we go. Number 10. Oh, yes. At the wrong
Very
point.
well located hit again by the Madison setter, but the outside hitter left just a little bit too
Time
early.
out as Lady Indians start to get a reaction from the crowd. And like I said, this is the last home game, so the seniors, we appreciate them. Tonight's seniors for the Lady Indians is, we have Danny Harlan, Bass. We also have Wolfleader. So 3 of them.
Yeah.
And it looks like a lot of returning for next year. And we also have some freshmen that are on the varsity team. So looking pretty good here. Lady Indians on a roll.
And also back to the early part of the season I was telling you about when I did our interview for the Winnebago Indian News with the coaches. The overall size of the volleyball team, they're pretty good. I know that there was concern about maybe the football boys having a hard time attracting the athletes.
Yeah.
The volleyball girls did not have that struggle. They have a big group of girls, and these are just the ones that are on varsity. Yep. There's a massive group of girls, so the team's going to be even bigger.
All right, let's see if the momentum and if that was a right timeout, because usually when you're a coach, you just try to take the
momentum.
Kind of, and the rhythm.
Freeze your server and make your error, and so we'll see if it pays off or not. Hopefully not.
Here we go. Here's Kennedy's serve. Number 4. Nice serve. She got it over.
Deep serve.
A little confusion there by the Dragons. Get a free ball. Breezy sets it on up to Decora, and here comes, Vargas had the right idea.
Yes, nice aggressive swing there. The set was to the middle, but a little bit too far back. She was near the 3-meter line or the 10-foot line, and she was not able to clear the net.
Okay, here comes number 1 for the Dragons. On over. Little in trouble here. It looks like a free ball is going to be coming from Winnebago back to the Dragons. Number 2 sets it up to number 10.
She finds the line, and I have to say that's probably a little bit of luck there, because the paintbrush swing, as we call it, isn't necessarily I'm directing it somewhere. I'm just trying to get it over, and she was able to find the line there.
She's listed as 5'11". What do you think, Brian?
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Okay, all right. Number 1, this is Duncan Kirk into the net. All right, let's see if Winnebago can work with this. Giving up some points there, as it is 9. Dragons have the lead, but Harlan trying to get some points. Winnebago Indians have 7.
Nice strong serve to the back. The free ball has to just come over for Winnebago.
Decora sets it on up to Wolf Leader.
Nice aggressive cross-court swing. She just didn't find the sideline. Shot it out by just barely the length of the ball.
So your recommendation, keep swinging.
Yes, absolutely.
Swing away.
And that was a good set as well. She just wasn't able to capitalize on what was there. So
you remember that movie Signs where she says swing away?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. That's
because it's October, right?
Absolutely. But all of it together, and which one is going to be Miss October? Is that what you're saying? So yeah. Serving
error by the Dragons, and Winnebago. It is 8. Breezy's going to take the swing at this one, and Lady Dragons have 10. All right, so substitutions. Walker's back in for the Lady Indians. Here we go.
Again.
Serve on over. Number 5
on the
hits
line.
the line.
Middle hitter was able to find the line. And again, if you haven't noticed it, the setter for Madison, she is locating her hitters in a fantastic way. Winnebago really has to be able to adjust and make these plays.
Dunkirkin. I think that's how you say her last name. All right, there's 2 of them on there. Wolf Leader takes a swing at it, can't get it. It's into the net, and another point by the Lady Dragons as they have 12. Winnebago Indians still in there.
Yep.
They have 8, so don't go anywhere, guys, because this one might come down to the wire. Number 8 to serve. That is Lopez. Harlan to Decora, back to Harlan. It seemed like she was kind of drifting.
Yeah, she was, and the set wasn't necessarily made for her, but she saw that it wasn't going outside like I think the setter intended, so she basically had to try to make something happen.
Lopez for another serve. That's a good serve. All right.
Nice strong serve.
Free ball by Walker, back to the Lady Dragons. Here comes number 22, gets a swing at it, a little too strong, and out it goes. So point by the Lady Indians.
Yes, and so the score, I believe, is 9 for Winnebago, 13 for Madison. Winnebago still has time, but they got to close the gap, get the serves in, girls, and make the plays.
Decora serves on over. Here comes number 15.
Great dig, great up.
There you go.
Yes.
Nice hustle play by Winnebago. Here comes number 15 again. Nice block there by, that was Kennedy. Little touch there. Breezy gets it. Decora is going to set up Kennedy.
Nice down ball swing with that, too. I like that.
Dragons working with it. Harlan, Breezy on over to Walker. Free ball to the Lady Dragons. Let's see if they've set it up. They do. And here comes number 5 into the net. So, Winnebago Indians doing a good volley there.
Yes. The rallies, when they're like that, it's important to win them because they build your confidence. You can see the Winnebago girls cheering.
Here we go.
That was a good play.
Second serve for Decora. She gets it on over. Lady Dragons, here they come. Harlan to Decora, on over to Kennedy. Nice swing.
Loved it.
Lady Dragons recover. And good heads-up play there by number 5 for the Lady Dragons. Gets the point.
Yeah, the middle blocker for Winnebago, she was just a tad bit early because her hands were coming down when the ball was crossing the net. Mm-hmm. If she would have waited just a fraction more, she would have stuffed the ball straight down.
All right, here we go. Number 12 to serve. And
oh my gosh. Yeah, Winnebago gets away with one because it did. It seemed like it was going to be a net serve, but it danced across the top.
So if it gets across and it hits the net, it's still good though, right? You still have to play it,
Yeah, that rule changed many, many years ago because if it touched the net back in the old days, it was considered bad.
Oh man, Wolf Leader has a serve. Keeps him now on the heads up toes.
Nice hit
they
into
get
the
it up there.
rafters.
They
Come
still
on,
can play
Winnebago,
it.
tough D.
Walker gives them a free ball. Man, that was a good serve. All right, here we go. Number 22, Winnebago trying to get some points here to get back in the second set. Harlan.
Again, trying for the line with that, just turned her body a little bit too much and it went out on the sideline. I like the aggressive play with that because Winnebago was able to play it off the rafters and still keep the ball in play. So nice heads up play, girls. You guys did what was necessary and unfortunately just didn't get the point.
Jenny Sanchez for the Lady Dragons.
Look how far back she is.
Oh, man, she has a lot of power on
Yes.
her. Here we go. Decora back to Breezy. Gives them a free ball. Let's see what the Dragons decide to do with it. They hit it up. Good heads-up play there by Decora. Back to Winnebago. Harlan hits it on over.
Yes.
And she gets the point.
Yeah, the middle hitter for Madison, she saw the play coming, just it got past her, I think, more than what she thought. I like her being aggressive like that, but at the same time, using the hits probably would have been the better play.
All right.
Winnebago comes away with the point.
15 Dragons. Here comes Thomas. She has 13 points, and she gets a point. There you go, Thomas.
Sends it deep into the court, and both of the Madison girls are not able to recover it, and it goes off into the stands. One of the first times it didn't get stuck in the bleachers.
For sure. All right, Thomas for her second serve of this round. A little too strong on that one. She got a little too...
Yep. That's the thing, girls. The serve is the first attack, and that's where you got to make sure that, yes, you're stressing the defense and making them work, but you got to get them in. Have to get them in.
Winnebago down by 3. They got to get the ball back. Here we go. Vargas digs it on up to Decora. Back over to Harlan. Dragons working with it. Here comes number 1. Breezy, nice heads up play there by her. Vargas, oh,
nice.
She finds it.
Yes, she does. So the set from the right side into the middle gave her enough room and let her approach the ball, and so she was able to basically smack the ball into the corner. And
definitely. So Winnebago down by 2. Let's see if Thomas can get him rolling. Here we go. Serves on over. Dragons. Sanchez digs it up. Number 10. Oh, she hits it out.
Yes, she does. And to that point, number 5 for Winnebago, you could see her wanting to get the ball, but luckily her teammate yelled out and she recoiled.
Here we go. Thomas on a roll. Oh, we jinxed her.
Yes, and there it is in the bleachers again.
Oh, get stuck back in the bleachers. Okay.
Yes, it is. So.
Well, Winnebago is hanging right in there, guys. Man, we need some love for these girls because this is the second set. They lose this one. We ain't playing the third set, right?
No, they are not.
Here we go. Number 1, Lady Dragons. Harlan to Decora. Here comes Harlan. Oh, she got a nice swing.
Bit of a shank pass.
Yep.
So that's 4 hits right there.
There you go.
But it does not come over the net regardless. The upright, as soon as the libero touched the ball, because the 2 defenders basically pinballed it off one another, that should have been 4 hits.
Harlan. Oh.
Just barely past the end line.
Okay.
Got to get the serves, girls.
Winnebago down by 2. Here we go. Number 2 for the Dragons. This is Lexi Jackson. She's been having a good game here.
Yes, she is. Their setter, and she is locating the ball for her hitters very well tonight.
Serves on over. Winnebago communicating down there. Wolf leader.
Nice defense by Madison. Winnebago should take advantage of this free ball.
Oh, there you have it. There you have it. Ball goes out and a point for Winnebago. As Sam, the coach, trying to get the play in. Here we go. Vargas is going to have a seat as number 5 checks back in for the Lady Indians, and that's Thomas.
No. Get in the rotation.
All right, what do we need to see happen here, Brian?
Good serves in.
Okay.
Tough defense and locate your hitters.
Oh, she touched it.
Yep.
Damn. She almost had a block.
Yes, she did. And to the point, the one thing that Madison is doing very well tonight, their setter, she is locating the ball to her hitter, so they basically have to approach and swing. Very good ball control on this side of the Madison girls.
Okay, here comes number 8 for the Lady Dragons. Harlan digs it up. Decora. She punches it on over. That is Thomas. Here comes number 15. Winnebago can work with it.
Yes.
They decide to. Wolf Leader, nice swing by Wolf Leader. There you go.
Yeah, the defender for Madison made a great dive for that, and it was floated out off of the defender, but the ball was falling in anyway, so she would have got the point one way or the other. Good swing from the outside for Winnebago.
We are on YouTube and Facebook, and it's coming down to the wire here. This is the second set. Winnebago needs to get this to stay, to force a third set. They're working with it. Here's the Dragons. Into the net they go. We have a tie ball game. Let's go.
Yes, things just got very, very interesting. The Madison girls, if they pull this out, the match is over. If the Winnebago girls get the points, then we're moving on to three. So
here we go.
Serves.
Decora, nice serve by her. Harlan in trouble. Breezy.
Good defense. Get in the game, girls. Get up and get back.
There you go. Good hustle play by Winnebago. Dragons working with it. Number 15 to Breezy. Decora to Wolf Leader. She tries to find that sweet spot. She hits it on over to the Dragons. They're working with it. Back on over to the Lady Indians.
Scramble defense.
Harlan hits it on over to the Dragons.
Smart play by her as well, because she is a back row player, but she was in front of the line.
Oh, number 15.
Yep, a little bit of air and ball control on behalf of the Indians, but it's only 1 point. There's still 5 more to go. So they got to turn it around right here, get the ball back, and keep making their points. This game is not done.
Here we go. This is Dorado, number 12 for the Dragons. Hits it on over. Heads up play into the net, and number 5 for Lady Indians couldn't quite field it. I think she was caught off a little bit off guard.
Yeah, to that point also, the Winnebago setter, she was able to pull that ball out of the net because the ball was pushed into the net. The Winnebago hitters, though, weren't ready to receive it, and then unfortunately it fell to the ground.
Wow, okay, so Winnebago, they've been trying to claw back in it. I like the defense. Also like some of the serves that Thomas and Kennedy have been having.
Yes.
So we just need to make sure that we kind of stay on the roll, get this ball back, and then come away with another 6 points. We're good.
Yeah, the game is not done. So the score 21-19 with Madison on top by 2 points. It may seem, as if, oh no, they're close.
Yeah.
They got to scratch and claw for each one of these points, because if they get their serves in and they take care of the ball, this is a whole new story and they can come away at the win. Again, I've said it before, this game is not done. Fight on, Lady Indians, fight on.
All right, we appreciate everybody tuning in. If you have an opportunity, share. This is live action Winnebago Public School. We have a lot of fans, a lot of live stream support, and we want to say thank you to each and every one of you that are out there in YouTube land and Facebook. So we appreciate the Winnebago Athletics Department for letting us come in. We are also broadcasting on 100.9 FM, the Big Voice Radio, KWTN, number 12 to serve. Here we go, back in action. Winnebago Indians working with it. Kennedy.
Lefty swinging from the left.
All right, Breezy digs it up to Decora. Here comes Wolf Leader.
Nice.
Good heads-up play there by the Dragons. Winnebago still kind of volleying back and forth. A little in trouble there as Wolf Leader goes into the net.
Yeah. I like the location in general. It was just a little bit too strong, pushing it toward the pin. But at the same time, that's exactly where you want to put the ball and give your outside hitter a chance.
Walker digs that serve up. Decora doesn't touch the net. That was a good heads-up play. Here comes number 22. Winnebago Indians. Oh!
Nice swing from the right side.
Good defense there by the Dragons. They dig that nice swing by Kennedy, I believe it was.
Yeah, Kennedy for Winnebago, she is a sophomore. She lowered her hands. She should have kept them up. She could have got the ball.
There you go. Walker to Wolf Leader. Back to Kennedy.
Be aggressive, ball. Girls.
Here we go. 19-23, Lady Dragons. Okay, Winnebago gets a point. So it's now 20, Winnebago Indians to Dragons 23. We're going to 25.
Yes. And with that as well, I think the Lady Dragons are maybe smelling blood there. The middle hitter wanted that point, sailed it into the back wall.
All right, here comes Wolf Leader, the senior for Lady Indians. Serves on up, gets it on over, nice and safe. She does have some power, but she played it safe on that one. She wanted the point. There you go.
Yeah, that's probably the first real mistake that I've seen by the Madison setter, wanting to dump the ball because it wasn't in her hands, but unfortunately she was nowhere near it, and it falls into the net.
All right, Wolf Leader.
Keep the serve, Keep
Here
the
we
serve.
go.
Oh, no.
Try to put a little bit more power. Out it goes, and
yes,
set point here for the Dragons. All right, so Winnebago Indians, they've been clawing with these ladies all night to see if they can go on a run here, get the ball back. It's up to Sanchez, I believe that's number 23 for the Dragons. And, yep, Jenny Sanchez to serve. Wolf leader, good.
Out it goes. Yeah. Winnebago goes down 25-21 in a good fight against the Madison Lady Dragons. Just didn't get the points. Winnebago had a very good run here in game 2, much better than in the first set. But at the same time, I think that, again, getting your serves in proved costly at the end of the game, and then at the same time making sure that the set location to the hitters has to be one of your top priorities as well.
Okay, so we'd like to welcome in the fans for the next game that's going to be taking place. We're going to take about a 5-minute break. We're going to keep the stream up, but we will kind of go off air here for a couple of seconds while they warm up. This is going to be between Cedar Bluffs. We're going to take a look at them. We'll call the game, and Madison Lady Dragons. So all those fans out there, make sure you tune in as we're going to be calling that game here momentarily. We'll take a little break here. But once again, we appreciate everybody being here. We are Big Voice Radio. We want to say thank you to our sponsors, live stream. And we also want to send a happy birthday shout out to Mr. Brian Chamberlain. Yeah, man, your birthday this past weekend, huh?
Yes, it was. And it was a nice day. And so thank you for that.
All right. We'll be back here momentarily. right, folks, we are going to be back on the air here momentarily. For those that are joining us, I want to make sure we got good audio. We got the high sign from DJ Besame. Can you hear me now?
Hear that?
All right.
Concession stand is open.
Okay, so this is not going to be Lady Indians. This is going to be a triangular.
Yes.
So this is Lady Dragons versus Lady Wildcats, and they're going to go with the starting lineup. For the first time, we are able to see the Lady Wildcats. So they're announcing the Dragons right now. I think they're going to probably go with the same lineup. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Number 10 for the Lady Dragons. I'm going to try to challenge myself here. That was Maddie Stukrath.
Yes.
And number 22 is Wedi Antanasio. There you go. Okay, now let's try, Brian.
Yes.
Let's do the Lady Wildcats. Here we go. So, number 3.
Lacey Bibbert.
Okay, good job.
4.
That's the easy one.
Kaylee Adams Jr. Addison Newell. Yes.
Okay.
Number 6. Number 7.
Allison Reed.
Yes.
Taylor Hanson.
Yes.
Emerson Shanahan.
And number 27,
Jakaya McCoy. Interesting. Cody Dunlap is the head coach for the Lady Wildcats. So, let's see what happens. The Lady Dragons. What'd you see from the Lady Dragons?
Again, their center location, I think, is going to be one of their greatest strengths in this, but then watching the Wildcats warm up with that, their hitters were going through the drills pretty well, and I liked what I saw. Quite a bit of power on some of the girls. The one thing that I found a little bit concerning, and I don't want to say that in any negative way, is the Wildcats only warmed up one setter. So what that means is that all of their offense is going to be going through only one of their girls, and we'll have to see if she's able to handle the load.
Okay. Is that number 3?
I believe so, yes.
Number 3 for
Macy.
Macy Bobbert. How do you say it?
Bubbert.
Bubbert.
So it looks like Madison has the first serve. And again, this will be 2 games, or the best of 3, 2 games, 25. Whoever comes out with the first 2 sets, they will be the winner.
Bella Duncan. Dunkirkin serves it. Also played by both teams. Oh, the Dragons. Strike first.
Yes, they do. They take care of the ball a little bit better on that. I don't think that Cedar Bluffs is nervous by any means. They just didn't get the pass that they wanted. 1-0 for the Madison Dragons.
All right, Bella serves it up. They still can play that.
Yes, they can.
Good heads up play. Goes into the rafters. You guys might have been able to see that, but came off the backboard and they just tracked it down.
Yep.
Unfortunately, couldn't get back on over. So the Lady Dragons 2, Wildcats 0. First set. All right, Bella, her third serve. On over to the Wildcats. Number 11 takes a swing at it. Dug up by number 2. Back to number 5. We're going to get these names down here, Brian.
Keep on trying there. Oh, nice, strong down ball swing from number 11 for the Wildcats. That is Emerson Shanahan pushing it deep into the middle back, and it was just out of range of the Madison libero. Nice effort on both sides. I like the hustle in both teams so far, even though we're only 3 points in.
All right, Kaylee Adams serves. Again, this is a triangular, so this is the second game here. Winnebago Indians will be up after this game. All right.
Yes, they will.
Okay, a little confusion here. Shoe tying going on.
Yeah, definitely. Always safety first for the team players.
Score is 2-1. Who's the home team? I assume it's Cedar Bluffs, right?
I think because Madison is up at this point.
Oh, all right. Serves on over. Dragons get it back on over to the Wildcats. Number 11, Shanahan takes a swing at it. Number 1, too strong for the Lady Dragons, and that was Selena.
So Madison on the scoreboard is the home team.
Selena Dunkirkin.
Okay, so Lady Wildcats are getting ready to serve it up. Again, another untied shoe.
This is Macy Bubbert. Speaking of Macy, we're going to be streaming down on Thursday, Macy versus Winnebago. So
Yes, the football game, which is usually the battle between the two reservations. So we're going to Macy as the Macy Chiefs host the Winnebago Indians on Thursday.
yeah,
On this same channel.
getting out of the office a little bit. Okay, here we go. Man, Macy has a good serve for the Wildcats. Do you see that dart?
Yes, she does, and I really like it so far because she's not giving the rainbow floater. She's keeping it in between the top of the pin and the top of the tape, pushing it into the back row. Nice, strong serve.
Here we go, another serve, kind of a knuckleball. Puts the Dragons on the heels. They get a free ball on over to the Wildcats. Up it goes. Number 8 sets it on up for number 7. Back to the Dragons. Back on over to the Wildcats. Number 7 tries to find that spot. She hits that.
Yes, the antenna is always out. The ball under no condition can ever touch the antenna. It is a mark to show that it's in or outside of the court, and unfortunately the swing from the Cedar Bluffs outside hitter pushed the ball into the antenna. Point, Madison.
Sanchez on over to the Wildcats. Number 8 sets it on up to, she hits the net.
Yes.
Kaylee Adams. Remember
Yeah.
that name because she's the one that is just swinging away down there for Cedar Bluffs.
Yeah, and again, I'm really liking this because the Cedar Bluffs team is not afraid to be challenging with their serve. Look at how far back that server is, and she's keeping that high float into the... Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that was Kaylee Adams on cue. We
Yeah, the
just
Cedar
announced her name.
Bluffs. Yeah, the Cedar Bluffs middle hitter gets the toss into the top of the net. It dances and bobbles and falls onto the floor of the Madison side, winning their point.
Here we go. This is number 11 on over. Wildcats, Dragons working with it. Number 1, she has a
Nice swing at the middle. Nice swing.
Sets it on up. Lady Dragons. Oh, number 1 goes into the net. Point for the Wildcats, 4-5. Number 11 for Wildcats is Shanahan.
She started on the right side, so now they're obviously going to be in their third rotation.
Oh, a little too strong
Very
for
strong
Shanahan.
serve, far out of bounds. She needs to pull that down a little bit and reduce her velocity just a little bit.
Number 10, one of their taller players for the Lady Dragons checks in. That's Maddie, excuse me. As number 15, that is going to be Chloe. She serves out of bounds.
Yeah, Chloe was trying there to give a little bit of a modified jump serve. And the one thing I like with that is seeing her aggressiveness. However, she doesn't keep her body in line, and it goes way off to the side. Keep
Number
your body
7
straight.
for the Wildcats, Allison serves it on over to Sanchez. Sanchez, she digs it on up. Number 1 takes a swing at it back to the Wildcats. Wildcats are going to set it up for 27. Oh,
Big
nice,
strong
yeah.
serve.
Number
Strong
10
serve.
brings it
Nice.
down.
Yes.
On cue again. Maddie just checks into the game, and she comes away with a big swing.
Yeah, we might have a little bit of a slugfest here, you guys, because the outside hitter, number 27 for Cedar Bluffs, put a lot of heat on that ball. Madison was able to dig it up, and then their own outside hitter put a hole in the ground with that swing.
Here we go. Selena serves it on over.
Great dive.
Wildcats bring it on over. Back on over to the Dragons. Back on over to the Wildcats. Here comes 27.
And it's down. Yeah, she finds the line again. 27 is not afraid to swing.
That's Jakaya McCoy for Cedar Bluffs.
Yes, McCoy
Cedar
has
Bluffs travels pretty well. You hear that crowd?
Yes, they do, and they were also very, very fired up in their warm-up as
Yeah.
well. I like the volume level.
Here we go.
Volleyball should be a loud game.
Yep, number 4 for
Great
the Wildcats. Good defense by Madison. They're on their heels. They get it back on over. Free
Excellent
ball
play.
here. See what Wildcats decide to do with it. Could kind of tip it back on over to the Dragons. Dragons working with it. Number 5 takes the swing. Back and forth action. Here comes number 27. A little too strong for Jakaya.
Yes.
Serves it out.
Again, she's not afraid to swing. The one thing that I would call for her to do is keep your confidence. Make sure that you're swinging away at it, but don't be afraid.
Okay, number 2. This is Lexi Jackson. Her
Yes,
first serve of the night.
The setter for Madison, still on point from what we're seeing this far.
To Jakaya.
The one thing that I hope doesn't happen is number 27 for Cedar Bluffs has 2 errors in a row. I hope that doesn't mess with her confidence. I want to see her stay aggressive. Sometimes young players get a little bit in their head, oh, I have to back off. No, keep on firing, keep on firing, keep on firing.
All right, that was Jakaya. Jakaya's number 27. So Cedar Bluffs takes the timeout. What do you think the coach is telling the team down there?
I think the Madison coach is definitely telling them, keep in our game, keep our serve strong, and keep on pushing, because I haven't seen too many troubling things from Madison. And then with Cedar Bluffs on the other side, what they're probably telling them is just take better care of the ball, calm down a little bit. We're in this game because it's only a 1-point margin. Just let's play our game, not theirs.
And the Wildcats, the cheer team is in the house. Their student section's ready to go. I think, too, they're going to be trying to set up some blocks here on the defensive side and stuff. I think Madison has a little height advantage against Cedar Bluffs.
Just a little, but both are pretty evenly sized. And the one thing I have to say again, the Madison setter is still playing her game, because I watched her take some not good passes.
What number is the Madison setter?
Number 2, the girl at the serving line.
Oh,
right
Lexi
now.
Jackson?
Yep. And she made not good passes into hittable sets, so she's still playing her game.
Oh, good heads-up play there, but they couldn't get it over, so a point for Lexi Jackson.
Yes, and that's one thing. Her coach is calling the serving zone, so that is zone 3, which is middle front.
Okay.
Some girls, they want to make sure, they're just powering over.
Yeah.
Nice swing.
Nice swing there by Jakaya. Good hustle play there by Lexi Jackson, and man, she goes flying into the
never say die
score table.
Sacrifice your body.
Yeah, she's gonna be.
But don't get hurt.
She might be a little hurting tomorrow.
But at the same time, nice aggressive serve. She got the lead for her team.
Taylor Hansen for Cedar Bluffs serves it on over. Here comes number 2.
Another great location.
Okay.
The Madison outside hitter was not in place, but she still jumped and she still put a swing on the ball. Even though it wasn't great, got it to the floor, and that's what matters.
Here we go. Number 8, Lopez serves it on over into the net. And Wildcats are not protesting that one into the net as they get the ball back.
Not at all.
Here comes Jakaya McCoy.
Yes. Has she served yet? She should have by now, yeah. She should have a good serve.
I actually don't remember calling her first serve. Here we go. Oh,
nice.
Man, she does have a
serve, yes.
Number 22 hits it out of bounds for the Wildcats. Kind of puts them on their heels.
Yes. Nice strong serve. So she is obviously an outside hitter because her wrist snap is part of her game, and you can see that in her serve as well. Nice strong top spin.
She is a sophomore.
Oh, gosh.
Nice serve as Dragons do recover. Number 8 sets it up for number 8. Oh, nice defense there. Puts it on the heels, though.
Yes.
And I couldn't get is that number 5 or 6 there, Brian?
I think it was number 5, and she pushed it to the corner exactly like what Winnebago was doing. Madison, the setter, was able to bring it up, but out of control with it, and the lead goes back to
McCoy for another serve.
Great serve.
Wow.
Just barely over the top of the tape.
Free ball coming for the Dragons. Okay, so back on over to the Wildcats. Oh, she hits the net.
Yes, unfortunately the set was just a little bit too close. The right side hitter, number 11 for Cedar Bluffs, and that is Emmeline Shanahan. She did all she could, but unfortunately it was just a tad too close.
I got a question. If your hair touches the net, does that count? I mean,
no, it does not. If it's like she's turning around. Yeah. But any other part of the body does count.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Serves up. Wildcats get it back on over to the Dragons. Dragons working on it. Here comes number 8, Lopez.
A swing from the libero.
Yeah, no kidding. Number 7, nice block there by Madison. They're working with it. Good heads-up play. Back on over to the Dragons. Jackson to number 1.
Yes.
She gets it on over. Here comes Cedar Bluffs.
Good push from the outside, taking the setter out, and you see what happens there. That is a very high IQ play from the outside for Cedar Bluffs. She saw that the setter was one of the defenders, and instead of letting her become the setter, she had to be the person who passed. Madison was not able to make a play because their setter was out of the game.
Here we go, number 3. She has a good serve.
Nice, strong serve.
Dragons back on over to the Wildcats. Wildcats comes a swing. Good defense there by Dragons. They're going to set it on up. They give them a free ball back to the Wildcats. They're going to set it on up to Shanahan. She gets a good swing.
Yes.
Puts them on the heels, and point for Shanahan.
This is emerging to be one definite difference between these two teams. Madison runs a forward offense with an outside and a middle, but the Cedar Bluffs team uses all three positions. I've seen her set the right, the middle, and the left.
Serves on up by Macy. Dragons hit it back on over to the Wildcats. Here come the Lady Wildcats. Swing at it.
Adjustment.
Back on over, and way off the net.
Yes, number 7 for Cedar Bluffs, Allison Reed, the senior, with the heads-up play. She smashes it over the net. The overpass comes right back to her. Instead of pounding it in front of the blocker, she tips to the side. Ball hits the floor.
Oh, Macy goes into the net and gives a point to the Dragons. But the damage is done. They took the lead there. So Cedar Bluffs has 14, and the Lady Dragons have 12.
Yes, again, number 23 backing all the way up. This is where, come on, fans.
Here
Game's
we
happening.
go. Sanchez serves it on up. Back on over. And it looked like Sanchez didn't get back in position.
No, and that's one of the costs of being so far back, because she's basically running a half-court sprint in order to get back into position. Her libero could have tried to make a play, but it was the ball of the serve.
Shannon serves it on up. Into the net. There he goes. Another point for Cedar Bluffs. Cedar Bluffs getting comfortable now.
Yes, indeed. I also like the attempt to rescue the ball by the Madison setter. The ball hit the top of the tape, so what that usually does guarantee is it makes the ball fall flat down into the ground. She tried to play, but you got to be lightning quick in order to catch it.
Shanahan, excuse me.
Yep,
serves it out.
Yes, just to the outside on her side, the other far side of the court. Not out by much, but got to keep them in.
All right, this is going to be number 15 for the Lady Dragon. That's Chloe. She is a senior. Here comes her serve. On over to the Wildcats. They're going to set it on up. Got a good chance here. Oh, yes. 2 hits.
Yep, too close as well. I'm not sure if she's back row. I got to see where they're starting again, but I don't think that she could have taken it over.
So Cedar Bluffs does have the lead, 16-14, as the Lady Dragons try to tie it up here. Here we go.
Nice deep serve by the Madison team.
Good serve.
Great defense. Yep. The setter's able to put it up.
Wow, they're playing heads-up play here. Back and forth action. Number 4 kind of pushes it on over. She gets the point.
Yes, and the campfire defense for Madison has emerged. I don't like seeing that because 3 of the Madison players looked at one another. I thought we had it. Call the ball, girls, and get aggressive. Defense first, apologize later.
Here we go. Another serve for Cedar Bluffs into there. There they go. All righty.
Another great location by the Madison setter. Her middle hitter is actually shorter than her, which is an indication of anything, but at the same time, it's a really good thing to see. The location from the Madison setter, I can't say it enough, really top-notch tonight.
Okay, keeping back and forth.
The ball is still in play. Yes, the block is not considered a hit.
Oh, good heads-up play there by the Wildcats. Back to the Dragons. Number 10 takes a swing at it and out of bounds.
Oh, my God. From this vantage, well, the upper F is right on top of that, so he sees it, but it looked in from here.
MCBKC, I'd like to welcome in one of our seniors here. We're going to talk to her. This is Callie Wolfleader. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing pretty good, man. We just wanted to kind of make mention here. This is your probably final home game and stuff as we kind of go back and forth action between the Wildcats and the Lady Dragons and stuff. But how's your season been going so far?
It's been going pretty good. There's been a lot of rough patches for us, and I think we pushed through that a lot. We just have to come together for that. Yeah.
And so I know that earlier today, what kind of took place, I've seen a lot of good things that happened from you. You have one of the nice, powerful serves. Also, I've seen a couple good hits and stuff. What do you look to do on game number 2 for tonight?
I look forward to beating this team, actually.
Yeah.
And just coming together as a team and hopefully beating these guys. But it should be a really good game for us.
Definitely. Is there anybody you want to shout out or anything like that? You're a senior, you know what I mean? Just go and give them a shout out.
I'd like to shout out our coach, Sam Kluver. She's really pushed me to my limits, and I really appreciate her for that. she's been a really good coach to me. She's really pushed me this year.
So, class of 2025, what are you planning on doing after you graduate?
Going to college, hopefully for volleyball at Haskell.
Okay. And I know you ball too. You play basketball and stuff. Are you playing this year?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So any colleges are you looking at, or?
Yeah, there's some.
Okay, cool. All right. So I just want to give a kind of a shout out over there and stuff. Wave at your crew and stuff. But Callie Wolfleader, we appreciate you coming on.
Yep.
We're going to give the opportunity for the other seniors to jump on, but appreciate you and good luck on the second game coming on up.
Thank you.
Thanks, Callie. All right, what did we miss here, Brian?
Cedar Bluffs has taken the lead with this 20-17. We've had a lot of good play in between, some good swings, some really good defense, and they are battling through a nice matches.
So, man, we have a game here. This is
we
the
do.
Dragons coming from behind, 18. Cedar Bluffs does have a 2-point lead here. We're going to get another senior from the Winnebago Indian queued up here momentarily as that swing goes out.
Yes, just long. And at this point in the game, because when a team reaches 20, they're in the so-called red zone. You don't want to make those kinds of mistakes. You don't want to hand points away. Stay aggressive, but get the serve in.
McCoy to serve. She has one of those good serves. Here we go.
Yes, indeed. Nice, strong serve. Good location from Madison. Yes, it was.
Kind of caught her kind of creeping up too far, huh?
Yeah, with that also, the libero for Cedar Bluffs, she was basically hoping it went out. No, you got to make sure it was, because she stopped going for it. Dive to the end, play the lines.
Okay, so Dragons, number 5, comes on over. She's going to serve it on over to the Wildcats. Up in the air. I think it's going to be a free ball there for the Dragons. Number 2 sets it on up. There's your setter.
Again, yes, and I'm loving that middle hitting from number 1 for Madison. Does it show? Yeah, she's not tall. She's 5'3", hitting out of the middle.
That's
and so she's able to elevate, and the set location from her setter is absolutely amazing.
Bella serves on over to the Wildcats. Free ball coming back to the Dragons.
You know where it's going. You know where it's going.
Back and forth. There we go.
Again. The setter needs to make a good choice here. She does. Nice.
Jackson is the setter for the Dragons. Shannon. Oh, good heads-up play there. This is a good volley going on between Cedar Bluffs and Madison. Into the net.
Yes, and again, a great rally play there. Madison is able to tie the score. We're all knotted up, 21-21. I'm liking what I'm seeing from both teams. These girls are fighting.
Bella, another serve coming. Into the net she goes.
Yes. Take your time, take your time. It seemed like she was a little bit rushed because she was already in motion when the whistle was blown. Take your time, get them in. Game's not done.
For sure. Here we go. This is going to be number 3, Macy. Remember, she went on that roll earlier in the game.
Yeah.
Let's see if she can get their team to put this game away. First set.
Nice, strong, flat serve. I like that.
Jackson back on over to the Wildcats. Wildcats are going to take a chance at it. Swing coming. Oh, good defense there. And the
nice, strong swing. Yes, the outside hitter for Cedar Bluffs, number 7, and that is Allison Reed. Oh, we're at a timeout. Allison put some wood on the ball there, but it was dug pretty easily by the libero, but the setter wasn't able to get there. And so the middle hitter was going to try to make a transition there. Unfortunately, she wasn't quite in place.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'd like to welcome in our other senior for Winnebago Public School. This is Harlan. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Man, we appreciate you being here and stuff like that. Kind of tell us how your season's been going.
Our record's not the best, but I think we're all having fun.
Yeah. We've seen you smiling down there. You had some good swings earlier and stuff. What do you guys want to do on the second game?
I think we definitely want to keep attacking, but we really need to work on communicating.
For sure.
We just lost a little bit out there.
And Brian was saying that.
Yeah, absolutely. The level of volume on the team overall has to raise up. And the other thing that I was noticing with that, a lot of missed serves in a row. So if someone misses it in front of you, do everything you can to make sure that next ball goes in.
Yeah, definitely.
So Harlan, you're a class of 2025. You're going to play some basketball too, right?
Yep.
And then what do you plan on doing after you graduate?
So after I graduate, I want to go to college to get an early education degree.
Oh,
I want to
okay.
be a kindergarten teacher.
Nice. That
Good
is
job.
awesome. As we get back to action here, back and forth. It's a real close game here, we'll call it, but stay with us as Wildcats still working with it. It is 23-21. They're both in the red zone. And that is Jackson, number 22. Hits it down for the Dragons.
Yes, again, the Madison setter location, top notch tonight. She's putting her hitters in a position to be able to swing away.
Yeah.
And right there, a rare swing from the right side. Hopefully they can keep this point going.
Here comes Sanchez.
Gift from the top of the tape.
So Harlan, what is your favorite part? Do you like serving? Do you like swinging? What do you like setting?
I really like hitting.
Do you?
Yeah.
You had some good hits in that first set, and man, just keep swinging away as we get a timeout here. It's 24-22. Who
I
took
think
the timeout?
the score's wrong, actually.
Okay, 23-22.
I thought, yes, there you go.
What did you see by the Dragons in that first game?
In that first one,
Yeah,
I don't know. They got a lot of hustle.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I thought, and then you guys were hustling around too and stuff. You know what I mean? Making sure that getting the ball and everything. Just couldn't quite get over the top. You guys played from behind a little bit.
Yeah.
Did have some serving errors, and I think the second game here, we've been noticing Cedar Bluffs. This Macy, number 3, she's a good server. And then number 27, I think her name is McCoy.
Yes.
She definitely likes to swing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think overall, though, any shout-outs, anything that you want to make mention?
I want to shout out my mom and my dad.
For sure, for sure. Well, this is...
In the stands on the other side of the gym. So,
Yeah. Harlan, we appreciate you coming on up. Good luck for the second game, and congratulations, senior class of 2025.
yeah, so we say this in the sense of good sportsmanship and teamwork. Kill!
Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you. Harlan, she's having a lot of fun down
Yeah,
there. We're looking
that's the
forward
point.
to seeing her swing away on the second one as Shanahan is going to be coming up here momentarily. Here we go. Into the
match
net.
point. Yes, game point on the line, tying the score at 24 all. This is a race to 2, and this is really comes down to the teams in discipline.
Yep.
You have to make no mistakes, no errors, and be mentally strong to push these 2 points.
All right.
So
15 serves it on up. Here we go. Game point.
Nice.
Yeah, they got to win by 2.
Yes. So
They got to win by 2. Okay, we're going to be joined by another scene here momentarily. This is gonna
seesawing
be-
back and forth. Madison was on the ropes, and now here they are with a game point.
Serves on up for the Dragons. Over to the Wildcats. Wildcats, dig it on up. Free ball coming. Sanchez on over to number 1. Out of bounds.
Aggressive swing with that, and I like it because you want to win the game. And
Yeah.
another great setter location from the number 2 on the Madison team. She's playing a great game tonight.
Okay, all right. Let's try to finish this game, and then we'll bring our other senior in. 1 second here. Here we go. This is number 7. On over. Nice defense there.
Overpass.
Oh, that was a setter trying to take a swing
Yes,
at it.
pushing it outside. Yes. McCoy with too much firepower, too much heat. The defense cannot handle it. Again, bringing the score back to their favor. Now they have a game point.
Yep.
We're going 26-25.
Got to win by 2. So
we
here we
do.
go. Game point for the Cedar Bluffs. Sanchez on over to Jackson, number 1. Oh, they got it.
Yes, they
wow. That is cool.
27-25 in favor of Cedar Bluffs. I like it because both teams reached the maximum.
Yeah.
Overtime was what it was.
For sure, for sure. Okay, so we like to welcome in a senior. Give us your introduction. Who are you?
Hi, my name is Nadia Bass. I'm a senior, number 13. I play middle hitter.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us. We talked to Callie. We talked to Danny. And how is your season going so far?
My season's been pretty good. It started off pretty good, really confident. I'm just excited to play again. I mean, it's my last year. I just want to make the most of it.
For sure, for sure. So what happened in that first game? You guys kind of hung in there and everything. You just couldn't quite get it?
Yeah, I think I think it was pretty good. We just need to make sure we stay motivated.
For sure, for sure. What's your favorite part of volleyball? Do you like serving? Do you like hitting, setting?
I've been really into blocking. Last year was when I really got my groove into blocking.
Definitely. That is awesome. So the second game that has coming up, what do you guys want to fix? What do you guys want to work on?
I want to work a lot on hustle. I for sure want to hustle. Make sure we're up and at 'em.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be graduating class of 2025.
Yep.
What do you plan on doing after you graduate?
I plan on going to UNL. I have a scholarship with the academy,
Oh,
so
congratulations.
I'll be doing that.
For sure, for sure.
Go Big Red.
We want to give you an opportunity. Make sure you don't forget about the big voice and stuff when you get those game tickets. No, I'm just like. But is there anybody that you want to shout out there?
I'd say my whole family. Everybody that can't make it, that's watching on the live stream, really appreciate that. My grandpa's watching. My mom especially. She's been big motivator. My dad, my sister Miliani, she's playing. She's a freshman this year, so it's really fun playing with her.
Cool, that is awesome.
Yeah.
So this is the final home game and of your senior career. Any thoughts on that?
I feel like it was really memorable. This is something that's really gonna stick with me throughout my life, and the love's always gonna be there, you know.
And then we'll see you for basketball season, correct?
We'll see.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, congratulations on the season. Congratulations being a senior. We're looking forward to calling your second game and everything too. So appreciate you joining us up here at the Big Voice, and good luck, and let's get that win.
Yep.
Any advice for her?
Same thing with the other players. Make sure that if there's an error in front on the serving line, make sure you get your serve in. Don't back to back to back like you did in that game, because it really shot your guys' momentum down, having 3 service errors. Serves in.
Yeah, let's do it, man. We were cheering for you guys up here. Tell your bench to make sure that they get into it, because these two teams, they were going wild and stuff, as I think the crowd is going to come back into it. There was a lot of people up here and stuff like that, so good job. Appreciate you joining us, and we want to say thank you.
Yep,
Go
thank
Big
you.
Blue.
For sure. Okay, so that one came down to the wire.
Yes, it did. And it was a great game between the two teams. Again, going into overtime, 27-25. And what I said with that is it's always good to see that, because both teams reached the finish line. It's just who was able to finish out those last 2 points. And Cedar Bluffs, their game was on the line. Madison had them at game point, but they fought. They never gave up. They found a way to win, pulled out the 2-point win. Good job to Cedar Bluffs.
Yeah, Cedar Bluffs is going to be a tough, tall order for the Lady Indians. But this is the last game for the Lady Indians. I think they have some fun in store, and let's see if they come away with a couple sets. All right, here we go. This is set number 2. Cedar Bluffs served it on over to the Dragons. Right on the blue line.
Yes, and with that, again, the campfire defense for Cedar Bluffs, I don't think that's going to be a problem for them, but they had a lot of players I thought you were going to get it. One of them, and they all should be crashing to make sure the ball doesn't hit the floor.
All right, take me to school here, Brian. Campfire. What are you talking about when you say campfire?
Where they're basically all around the ball in a circle, like they're sitting around a campfire, toasting marshmallows, watching the ball hit the floor.
Okay, so they kind of got stuck in their stuck in their shoes there. Here we go. McCoy serves it. Oh man, she barely got that one up, but she gets it. Here comes the Dragons, and that was going to be hit number 4.
4 hits cannot be done. So I think there was a little bit of a breakdown there, because she should have sent it over, and instead it went straight up.
Are you feeling from the Dragons any fatigue?
No, not at all. I think that they just need to get in their groove and find it.
McCoy serves air.
Yeah, so
hits the net.
The game is still tied 2-2, and there's a lot of game left. And so if Madison can go on a serving run like she's capable of, I think this is a brand new ball game.
So you notice that the Dragons are all lined up in a line. Here comes Sanchez. Let's see if she gets back. Remember, they kind of threw it back in her face?
Yes.
Oh man, she puts them on their heels, so they're recovered. Here comes the Dragons.
See that again.
Nice set there by number 2.
Yes, the middle hitter, very undersized at 5'3", but at the same time she moves her body well. She gets her feet to the ball, and she's able to make a play with that. It was a good set, don't get me wrong, but she didn't have to hit it. She saw that the tip was open, made the choice. The defense for Cedar Bluffs could not pick it up.
Sanchez for a second. There she goes. Nice. Got it up by Wildcats. Swings at it. A little awkward there by the Dragons, so they just hit it back on over. Elect to play defense. Here comes Cedar Bluffs back And that was number 2, Lexi Jackson.
Yes, it was a trap set from the Cedar Bluff setter. One of the first errors I think I've seen her make, but at the same time, far too tight. The outside hitter had nothing and nowhere to go with it. The Madison block basically gobbled it up.
Sanchez serves it on over, up to the rafters. Wildcats. Oh.
With that also, I think maybe a little bit of a getaway with that. What I mean is that could have been called a lift, but it was not.
Okay, so this number 3 here, she has a good serve. Let's check her on out here. Macy
Yeah.
serves up.
Nice flat serve over the net. Fantastic location again by the Madison setter. The unfortunate thing that has occurred in these last few points is Cedar Bluffs is pushing their setter way too close to the net. She's able to move, but they're just too tight, and she can't really pull a good set from them.
Cedar Bluffs have some good communications. The ladies are just kind of barking it out there and stuff. You can hear them from up here. Here comes number 10 for the Dragons. Gets a nice swing at it.
Yes, a nice flat shot over the top of the block from the outside hitter, number 10 for Madison. I liked her patience with that. She's seeing her setter had to kind of weave through traffic, so she waited. Instead of jumping early, she waited and was able to get the kill.
Set number 2 here as Dragons have 6 and Cedar Bluffs has 3.
Yes. Much better hit from the Cedar Bluffs team at that time. As you saw, it started with a really nice pass. Their setter was in her location. She didn't have to move very far, was able to dish it to the outside. The outside hitter basically went through her approach, smashed it on through.
All right, what you got, Brian? Do you think Cedar Bluffs is going to put it away, or do you think Dragons are going to force set number 3?
I want to see good volleyball, so I'm hoping they're going to set 3, but at the same time, number 11 is capable of going on a serving run here. We'll have to see what she does.
There you go. Sanchez. Oh, nice heads-up play there. They got to get a free ball over to the Wildcats. Here comes the Wildcats. Number 7 tips it on over, and she does the work. She got it.
Yes, with that, again, I think that was a choice by the outside hitter. She probably could have swung at that ball.
Allison Reed.
Yes, but she chose to a little bit of the power push on that, so to speak, and was taking advantage of the outside for the other team not being in the place she should have been.
Emerson serves it on over to the Dragons, and number 10 takes a swing at it, but into the net, Maddie.
Yes, and we're tied 6-6. And like I said, number 11 has a good serve, capable of sending her team on a serving run. This is her 3rd chance.
Send receiving. Explain that.
Hold on.
Okay.
I was stuck there. So
yeah.
Send receive.
Is that what the?
Oh gosh, what a hit from the outside.
For sure. Dragons, number 10 just elects to give it back to the Wildcats. Here come the Wildcats. They got a good set. Oh,
nice. Number 7 shows.
Allison Reed.
Yes, what she was doing in warm-ups was exactly that. Now, the warm-ups, of course, have no block in front of you, and you're basically able to swing away. And she basically looked like cakewalk there, pounding the ball into the ground. Amazing play. Cedar Bluffs, they go up by 1.
Emerson for her serve. Dragons, they got a nice kind of set coming. Oh, let's see here.
Yep. Cedar Bluffs touches the net. She said number 4. So number 4 for Cedar Bluffs is Kylie Adams. Must have got the net on the block.
Number 15 for Cedar Bluffs is Snyder. She checks in. Here we go. Number 1 is at the service line, and that's Selena. She is a junior for the Dragons. This is Madison, Nebraska in the house. On the line?
Yes, and the up ref was looking at the line judge, and she confirmed, so it must have been close, but it was touching the line. So.
Yeah, number 15 over there was like, oh man, she just come off the bench too, so just kind of
seesawing back and forth here, and so the lead has changed hands a number of times just in this 2nd set. Madison has led, Cedar Bluffs has led, the teams go back and forth.
All right, here comes the Wildcats. Oh!
Number 4 cannot get it to dance across the net. That could fall either way.
Kaylee Adams, she had that powerful hit earlier, as number 17 is going to check in for, and this is going to be Wolf. She's checking in for number 4. All right, serves up by the Dragons. Here come the Wildcats.
Yeah, the one thing you can see with that is just checking into the game, 17 Wolf, she is not warmed up, so she didn't really take any approach at that.
Free ball by the Wildcats on over to the Dragons. Dragons just elect to push it on over back to the Wildcats. Wildcats do the same. And just kind of back and forth over the net. Here we go. They're going to see if they can set it on up.
Good
Tiptoe over there. Number 1 finds that blue stripe.
Yes, number 1 is actually a back row player. She was serving, and so she couldn't approach in front of the 10-foot line. She basically down-balled it over, found the floor.
All right, number 1 is Selena for the Lady Dragons. Wildcats set it on up, and just like how the coach drew it up, there you have it.
Yes, again, the setter for Cedar Bluffs is not afraid to push her hitters, and in that one, when she back set to the right side, it was a little bit inside, but her player was ready for that, was able to adjust her approach, and she found the floor quite easily.
Allison Reed gets an ace serve for Cedar Bluffs.
Those are the coach's dream when you're teaching serving, because it's landing literally in between two players, and they both tried to get it, and it doesn't work out. One of them has to take control.
She needs one more point to tie it up, and it goes a little too hard out of bounds. All right, so substitution coming. Number 22 for Madison Dragons comes into the game. Sanchez is going to have a seat as Lexi Jackson is going to serve for the Dragons.
Yes, the setter number 2 is having a great game so far. Again, a pass too close from Cedar Bluffs. Their setter, she is trying. She is giving it effort, but it's just too close, and she's making contact with the net.
All right, Lexi Jackson, second serve of this round. Here she goes. She gets it on up to the Wildcats. Number 8 sets it up for 17.
17 got a lot of heat on that, and at the same time, I think she just didn't quite snap her wrist enough.
Yeah.
And so it sailed long. If she would have turned it slightly, she might have hit a corner, but she was hitting it straight into the middle back. The distance is just that much shorter.
All right, free ball coming.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, so we have a score of 14-9, and the Dragons are on a nice little run here.
Timeout from Cedar Bluffs as Madison takes the 5-point advantage. The things that I have to see with that is Madison is by far playing a cleaner game. The Cedar Bluffs passing has broken down considerably.
Yeah.
Now their hitters and their setter, that she is still trying to make plays. It's just not clicking together because the overall ball control just isn't there.
For sure. And again, we think that the seniors coming on up, we want to say thank you to all those sponsors out there that are helping us out. You're the win editor for the Winnebago in the News. If you have an opportunity, we have some announcements to make that we'll be announcing throughout the game and stuff, specifically the general welfare exclusion payment.
Yes, absolutely.
You have a lighting contest coming on up.
Yes, the Neola Walker, Old Lady Walker lighting contest is still in search for sponsors. So if you're interested in being one of those, prizes, cash, money, whatever that you or your organization wants to give away during that lighting contest, you can get a hold of our office manager, Tyler Snake, tyler.snake@winnebagotribe.com, and you can be a sponsor for the Old Lady Walker Christmas lighting contest.
Does anybody know where Cedar Bluffs is? How about Madison?
Madison is south of Norfolk, and Cedar Bluffs is near Fremont.
Okay, so these ladies kind of traveled a ways here.
Yeah. About an hour. Oh, a little bit of a collision there. I hope she's okay. She hit the floor kind of hard.
Yeah.
I think she may have hit her knee. I hope that's their setter. I hope she's okay.
Nice little bruise for tomorrow. I think she'll be okay.
Well, that's the reason you wear knee pads. And so I think she's probably thankful that she did. I'm sure she hit it a little bit hard, but she's a trooper. She looks good.
All right, 17. Remember, she just came off the bench. This is going to be her first serve of the night. Let's see how she does here. 17 is Wolf. Serves up.
Nice. Decent serve.
Dragons working with it. Nice tip ball. And Wildcats get it back on over.
Pinball up above the tape.
Hansen sets it on up for McCoy. McCoy gets a nice swing, but Dragons dig it on up. Here comes Hansen again.
Great set to the outside, but McCoy did not make the transition.
Number 5 takes a swing for the Dragons. Back to the Wildcats. McCoy again. A little too hard, and out of bounds it goes.
Yeah, that's what we saw a little bit earlier on in the first set, I believe. McCoy wants to fire at the ball. I think that's great, but she's got to make sure that she's keeping it in the court because it's sailed pretty long.
So
that high snap on there, 27.
Dragon fans, you're up by 5. Here comes Hansen back to McCoy. McCoy just finds that spot again.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. She made the adjustment there because the set was okay, not great, but she wasn't in place. And instead of just, sailing it into the bleachers, she adjusted her hand and snapped it over the top. The ball found the floor.
All right, Taylor Hansen is going to serve it on over to the Dragons. That was a nice serve. Oh.
Probably not the best choice from number 5. She wants that ball back. You can tell. It's like, I should have just passed it.
So it is now 12-15.
Yes.
Cedar Bluffs is serving. They do have 12 points. The Dragons have 15. Hansen serves it out of bounds. Gives another point to the Lady Dragons.
And with that play right there guaranteed, I don't know if you were able to hear it or if our people in our audience can hear it. The Madison girls, all of them yelled out. So they're communicating quite well.
Here comes number
nice
5. Yep, puts Cedar Bluffs on their heels.
Oh gosh, okay, that was a little scary there.
Good heads-up play there by the Dragons.
Yeah, because even shocked her players a little bit. Like, you should have got it, but it landed. She knew what she was doing. The ball landed out.
All right, Bella to serve for the Lady Dragons.
Again,
hits it on over to McCoy. Hansen sets it up back to McCoy. Ooh, that was a nice swing.
Great adjustment by the middle hitter. Good defense from Madison.
Yeah, Hansen back on over to Shanahan. Number 8 for the Lady Dragons. Following back and forth.
Yeah, Cedar Bluffs is trying a little bit something different here. They've switched their hitters. Yes, and it works out in their favor. So they close the lead. Cedar Bluffs has 13, Madison has 17. But what I was saying is the outside hitter moved to the right side hitter moved to the outside, and they had some success.
McCoy serves it. Madison sets up. Number 22 into the net.
Yeah.
Another point by the Wildcats. 14-17, making to see if they can get a run here by McCoy.
Yes, and that was again one of those rare right side sets from Madison.
McCoy serves it on over. Let's see here, the Lady Dragons. Number 1 gets a swing at it, back over to the Wildcats. Kind of pushes it back on over to the Dragons, huh? 15 swings it.
Nice line shot there, stressing the defense. This is going to be a free ball that Madison has to take advantage of.
Let's see if
Not
they set
a great
it up.
pass.
Yep, and then 15 from the back area. Gets it back over to the Wildcats. Oh, free ball.
I thought she was going to swing at it, so.
Okay, so she's trying to eye the back area, but still volleying here. And Dragons just kind of nice finesse volleyball playing right here.
Yes, the rally is building. Who's going to win?
It seems like somebody can't get set up to get a powerful swing,
Right,
and they finally do.
Yes.
Man, that was a good run there.
Yes, Madison has choices on their side of the net. Their setter does see her hitters, but she likes going to the middle to number 1. And again, I love seeing an undersized middle hitter because they try so much harder, and she was able to basically raise up and smash it into the back of the court. 5'3", hitting out of the middle. Love it.
And here comes Sanchez. She can get on a run. She does have a little power.
Floats long.
You kind of put that jinx on her, huh?
The commentator's jinx. Happens on TV, too.
But, again, you said everybody on the court said out.
Yes, and that was also on Cedar Bluff's side as well. The girls are communicating very well for both teams.
And you like Macy, her serve is what you call a flat serve, right?
Yes, and there's not a lot of rotation on the ball. At least that's what she's shown us so far. And it cruises across the top of the tape, underneath the top of the antenna.
Oh, into the net.
Kirsten right there, yeah.
We are 2-0 on the commentator's jinx. There you go. Okay, number 15.
Why did we get those back to back? Because those guys up there.
Those guys up there. Chloe to serve. Kind of a little modified jump serve.
Yes, a little bit of a wild thing there, but it works out for her there. sending it deep into the middle back.
So they hit 20 points, they're into the red zone.
Red zone.
Oh,
yes.
guys.
Madison, of course, they have to win this game to stay alive. Cedar Bluffs, if they pull it out, Madison goes home.
Dang, man. Nice serving by the Dragons. That's keeping them in the game. And I think that Cedar Bluffs is doing a wonderful job. But I noticed on that last kind of long volley there, nobody really got a good set to get a good swing at it.
Until the very end.
Yes.
And Madison, when she set her middle, hit her in that. And to that point, they were stressing each other's defense quite well, and because their setters had to move all over. But in that last round there, the setter got a good look at it, set to the middle smashed it down.
McCoy, she can swing.
Yes, she can.
Number 8 is, let's see here, number 8 for Cedar Bluffs is Hanson. She's a good setter.
Yes, she is.
This is how you like number 2 on the Dragon side. That's Jackson,
yes.
Lexi Jackson. She does a good job. As far as swinging, that was number 1 and number 10. Number 1 is Selena, number 10 is Maddie. Those are your power hitters for the Lady Dragons.
Yes, and again, with that, timeouts are taken to ice the server. Number 15 isn't the strongest, or I shouldn't say isn't the most consistent. Hopefully she's able to get it in, and she does. Good job.
Yeah, she kind of has a modified jump serve.
Nice swing on the outside, number 7. Very, very patient. She's seen that her setter was on the run, gave her a bump set, and was able to still swing through with authority. Good patience on the outside, number 7.
Allison Reed. All right, here comes Shanahan for her serve for the Wildcats.
Yep.
Dragons going to be working with it. Oh.
Again, I think number 2 probably wants that ball back too, because she hesitated. She could have taken it with her hands, but then decided to try to bump pass it. She should have tried to set it. I think she would have been more successful.
What a coach's timeout. Disrupted the momentum,
yes.
the rhythm, and Shanahan trying to get a team back in it. They're down. Okay.
Nice swing again out of the middle, a little bit too low.
Oh.
Yes. I like the aggressiveness from the Cedar Bluff setter, but the ball did not really go above the tape. Her hitter was basically trapped. The Madison block took advantage of that.
All right, this is Selena, number 1. She had a good run there earlier too. See if she can do it.
Nice down the line serve.
Oh, nice swing. Wildcats recover, get a couple blocks. Dragons, it's on their side. They're working with it.
Go swing. Nice job. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Number 5, is she young? Because she looks like she's a young player, is she?
She's a freshman.
Yes. I love it because you could see it in her. Unafraid, didn't care.
Yeah.
She swung at the ball. Love it. Keep that, girls, all the time.
And then she looked at her coach, and she knew she had a wrong angle on it. She just kind of mentioned.
But as a freshman, I don't care, and I love it. Swing at the ball.
Here comes number 10 for the Dragons, and it goes out.
Number 10 is, I think she's their tallest player, but she doesn't seem to be a true middle. She was swinging on the outside most of the night, and so I think they tried to change them in the position.
Cedar Bluffs pleading their case, 19 to 21, and they get another point.
Again, just barely long. Don't back off, girls. Do not back off. Just because you missed one doesn't mean that you're going to miss the next.
Okay.
Cedar Bluffs closed the gap. Madison is still on top with 1 point.
So from that timeout, they come roaring back there, and they are on a serving kind of run. I would say that they're on a 4-0 run.
Yeah.
Both of them are in a red zone. I think the Lady Dragons, 21. Cedar Bluffs here trying to look to tie it up on this serve coming up. So that was a well-timed out timeout, I guess should say, by Cedar Bluffs. And then just recently, we had a good timeout here by the Lady Dragons.
Yes, and the Lady Dragons, I think, are playing very well. I just don't want to see them put too much pressure on themselves. Yes, they do have to win this game in order to stay in, but at the same time, play loose, play strong, play your game. You guys were up by quite a few points. Get this ball back right here, take it into the end zone.
Here we go. Number 7 is going to be your server. That's Allison Reed. She's a senior for the Wildcats. 21, they are down by 1 to 20.
Yes, has a nice placement on her serve.
Here comes number 10. Oh, she finally got it.
The Madison middle hitter again tools the block, uses the hands of the Cedar Bluffs blocker, puts the ball down.
Sanchez is going to have a seat. Number 22 enters the game. That's Atiat how did you say it? Antiasano?
Number 2.
All right. Nonetheless, we're going to keep going. Here we go. So, Cedar Bluffs. Ooh, McCoy.
Oh, gosh. Yes. McCoy with the heater. She has an arm on her. Absolutely big shoulder. Isn't afraid to swing away. Loved it.
All right. Wildcats down by 1. Dragons. This is the second set. Dragons need to win this set in order to force set number 3. Here we go. Serves on up. Dragons going to be working with it. Number 5 swings into the net. And it is now tied.
Yes, tied 22-22.
Number 7 is going to check into the game for the Dragons, and number 7 is Gonzalez. Here we go, 17. That is Wolf for her serve to take the lead on this set.
Got to take a swing, girls. You got to take a swing. The set wasn't in the exact location, but you have to be able to get it there.
McCoy kind of pumps it on over, and number 7 just come off the bench there, and she couldn't quite get a good angle on it. So another point, and Cedar Bluffs gains the lead.
They can still pull this out, and this is what I'm talking about. You see the momentum shift, and you can see the pressure now on the Madison girls. I kind of don't like that because if they would have left the other player in, she was already won.
All right, 17 gets it on over. Here comes number 10. Oh, into the net.
Yeah. That is what you call a pressure swing as well. Number 10 is not a right side hitter, and she was not comfortable making that swing, and it resulted in an error.
24-22, Cedar Bluffs comes roaring back after that one timeout, and they are doing a good job. But Lady Dragons, they're trying to force set number 3 here for this triangular. Winnebago at Lady Indians are going to be coming up. I think we'll just stay on the air too and just discuss some of the things too about everything that's happening in kind of throughout Winnebago and stuff.
Sure.
We have a lot of holidays coming up and everything too. So I think there's a kind of like a 16-minute warm-up period. So
there should be a warm-up period because the Winnebago girls will have that chance. They do give a little bit of time to the Cedar Bluffs team, but since they're just coming off the game, it's not the full thing.
If you guys have an opportunity, Winnebago might be next, depending on what Madison does here.
Yeah. Cedar Bluffs is 1 point away from bringing Winnebago back to the court. If they get this point, the match is over. If not, then we'll fight on to see who can pull it out.
All right, here goes. This is Wolf to win it. Serves on up. Dragons working on it. Oh, there you go. All right, now Dragons have the serve.
Yes, the pinball defense from the Cedar Bluffs girls. I liked it. They were aggressive. They went for it. As you can see there was no campfire. They all dove into the fire. They just didn't bring it up.
Dragons got to get some points here to tie it on up. Dragons, Wildcats hit it back to the Dragons and off. Oh, okay, so number 15 tries to get it. She couldn't quite do it, and that is game.
Yes, coming from behind, the Cedar Bluffs girls pull out the win, 25-23. Very aggressive play from both teams. The Madison girls have nothing to hang their heads about. That was a great, great game. And again, look at both games went down to the wire.
For sure, for sure. Well, good job. It's been a pleasure to host the Madison Dragons. We wish them a good luck on the rest of their season. We want to thank them here for coming to Winnebago, Nebraska from Madison, Nebraska.
Yeah.
And I know that the parents, too, they kind of got together. I was part of a group chat. My daughter, Kamimila, she's on the Winnebago varsity team.
Oh, okay.
But they're going to be feeding the volleyball ladies and, send them on their way. So you come to Winnebago, you get fed for sure. It's one of their hospitality things that we really try to take care of and stuff. So appreciate the kind of the parent organization for hosting that. And
really good job.
For sure. Okay, so Brian, before we get into, we got the chance to see a preview of what Winnebago is up against with Cedar Bluffs.
Yes.
Now, Winnebago hang with him? What are you thinking?
I think so if Winnebago is able to pass the ball well, because that's what Madison did, and they even had them down, and they weren't able to finish the game out. If Winnebago can replicate that, they're absolutely in the game.
Yeah, they got some big hitters over there. McCoy, she's a big hitter. Number number 8 is your setter. She did a good job of setting everybody up.
Yeah, again, the Madison setter, I thought she was probably the best player of the night for their team. Set location all night long was great. It was fantastic. Also, some serving runs there. A really, really good game from the setter from Madison. And then the Cedar Bluffs players, I think they're playing well as a team. As you saw, the instances during the game where they were pushing their setter too close to the net, that's when Madison was able to take advantage. So if they keep their setter off the net and keep her in her zone so she can push the ball to her hitters, they're going to have a good chance.
All right. Well, this is a triangular, and I'm not the expert on volleyball myself and stuff, and I was like, wow, who's going to win the triangle? Do you know the background story on how those came about or anything like that?
Yeah, actually, because way back in the day, of course, they were like any other game, home team versus the visitor. And so a lot of the teams wanted to play more because there were occasions when somebody would win, 3 games and it was over. And then they wanted more time, on the court for their players, plus being able to play more teams, spreading your season out more. And then economics did come into it as well, because these girls, they both traveled an hour to come here. And then next year, Winnebago will travel to one of their sites. Those kind of things all factor in. So the triangulars basically came from that. And then, of course, back in the day, remember, volleyball used to be only best of 3. Way back in the day.
Yeah.
So if you traveled an hour, you played 2 games, it took longer to drive.
For sure.
The triangulars have
especially being in rural Nebraska.
Yeah.
You're not going across the city or anything like that. You're heading a couple miles down the road.
Yes, yep. And my daughter played volleyball all throughout her high school career, and I remember when she was at Homer, one instance in specific, they traveled all the way to, was it Coleridge? Is that the home of Coleridge, whatever?
Bulldogs?
So, yeah, however long it took to get there, they just ended up smashing them. And that was one of those instances. The parents were like, it took longer to drive here. And, that was not a triangular that night. So.
All right. Well, we have some announcements that we would like to make while the ladies are warming up here. I think they're going to be on an 11-minute warm-up. So we're going to yap here for about 11 minutes. If you guys want to get out your save-the-date calendars, or if you have a phone or something like that, put these kind of notes into your phone book. We did have Winnebago Talks here today.
Yes.
Had a whole slew, a whole heap, and a lot of
really
information.
Good show, yeah.
And we had the answer is, which was pretty interesting and stuff. I learned who made Coca-Cola.
Okay.
That was pretty cool. And then what was some of the other questions that we had?
Who discovered the Great Red Spot on Jupiter?
Yeah.
And then what did Benson and Hedges produce?
I did not know they produce cigarettes. Interesting.
And your grandma will. And then what was the other question? Oh, what position did Vice President Harris hold before she became Vice President?
AG.
Yes, she was the Attorney General for
So
the state
speaking of voting, we at the Big Voice want to implore everybody to get out to vote.
Yes.
There is an important date coming up on October 18th, which is this Friday.
Yeah.
You have to be registered to vote. Now, if you registered before and stuff, you want to check your status. There are websites out there that you can go and check on out. But this one being a very kind of, how do you say it, important election, as every election is very important.
Yeah.
We just want to make sure that you use your voice by casting your vote.
Absolutely. And what you're talking about there, Darren, is that on the 18th, which is this Friday, I believe, that is the deadline for you to register online. So you can use your computer, you can use your smart device, whatever. And if you aren't currently registered, you can do it online. Now, you can still go to your county seat and go to the clerk's office and register. But if you want to do it online, which is easy, instead of, like for us, driving all the way to Pender, Friday is your deadline.
Okay. Let's see here. What else do we have? So that is important. November 5th is elections.
Yes.
So, again, whoever you vote for, that is your prerogative. But the main thing is to head to the polls. This year, a new rule is you have to bring your photo ID.
Yes, the state of Nebraska passed the law to where a state issue ID must be accompanied by the person coming in to vote. And so bring your driver's license, bring your ID. In order to be able to cast your ballot.
Okay, all right. So everybody that's tuning in, if there's some Cedar Bluffs Wildcats tuning in, some fans and stuff. We appreciate them, but make sure everybody goes in the state of Nebraska, heads to the polls that day.
Yeah, the county seats are open, and the clerks will be able to provide you that information. Plus, you can go to our social media sites because we've been sharing some of this information, and it will continue on as well as who do you get a hold of. That ball hit that lady. But look for our social media, and then of course we will continue to push this information out. Election day is 21 days away as of today, so 3 weeks from now you're going to be voting for the next president, as well as all of the other important ballot initiatives, the other individuals down ballot, so to speak. We're voting for 2 senators here in the state of Nebraska. Your representative to the unicameral here locally is up for replacement, so there's a lot of things that you need to be able to vote for, so make sure your voice is counted. Get registered.
And we want to say thank you to Cynthia Lemire. She was on Winnebago Talks today, giving us a lot of important details, a lot of information. And herself, she's doing a lot of groundwork. She belongs to the Democratic Party. And we want to give an opportunity if anybody of the maybe Independents or Republican Party want to come in and approach us to talk to the good folks. You're more than welcome to do that too. You know what I mean? Let's talk about why this election, especially in Native country, why it's so important and stuff, especially the young voters.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. There's a lot of stuff out there, and the thing that I like about Cynthia's story, because it is very, very long. Her career, has went on for a number of decades. Her and her late husband, of course, Frank Lemire, one of the most prolific Native American activists ever of all time. He passed away, a number of years ago, but at the same time, she continues on in the legacy that both her and him shared. Frank, of course, was the face, of their family, but Cynthia was no slouch by any means. She herself, of course, was the delegate to the National Committee. This year, when at the Democratic National Convention, she announced and introduced the state of Nebraska in its entirety. And she spoke about the tribes that are here in the state of Nebraska. So Cynthia has a lot of history, and at the same time is no slouch. She is a representative for the people in her own right. No disrespect or anything about Frank. Frank was, amazing, but Cynthia was right there with him.
For sure, for sure. So if you have an opportunity, make sure you check us out on the Winnebago Facebook page. We are on YouTube if you have an opportunity, and if you haven't yet, because that game is coming up on Thursday. We'll talk about that momentarily, but hit that subscribe button, or you can hit that like button, or you can add us as a friend, or you can follow us. So a number of ways that we can connect. We do have some shows, but I want to get back to Thursday. Thursday is kind of a good day for us at the Big Voice. It's one of my favorite days because we have all requests live. Our host, DJ Besame, she's not on the microphone now, but if you have a request that you want to send her, maybe if you're trying to snag out somebody or something like that, or anything like that, if you just want some feel-good music, send a little dedication.
Birthday shout-outs, song dedications, or you just want to hear a song, get a hold of DJ Besame. Her request line is 402-922-3347. If it's radio friendly, she will get her song on the radio. That lady got hit in the head again. The ball is fine. Want to pay attention. But anyway, 402-922-3347. DJ Besame. She'll get your song. She'll get your dedication. She'll get your shout out.
Have you done it?
Oh, many times. I usually give her a couple of songs every show simply because I like to hear different things. Last time I dedicated "Genius of Love" by the Tom Tom Club to the employees of the Winnebago tribe.
Oh, nice.
Because they needed a different vibe that day.
we can go from country all the way and then head to Spectrum where she's playing.
Genres.
I think she even played a polka song one time. I'm not sure. But
well, a couple of months ago, I gave her a disco song that she had never heard. Of course, I'm old as mud, and she is not, but at the same time, it was off of the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack.
Oh, wow.
A touch of Beethoven, and she said, I had never heard that before. Because it basically is a disco interpolation of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony.
Okay.
That, and so she jammed it. She liked it.
So we're both Wildcats because you graduated from Wayne State. I graduated from Wayne State, and my hardest class by far in college was my intro to music class. And I love music. But we had to do a whole study on Beethoven, and he was deaf. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he had to put his ear or his head to the piano to hear the notes. and stuff.
Yes.
It's crazy.
He felt the vibration of the notes.
Yeah, it's just interesting. Music being the universal language and stuff. So we want to send an appreciation and shout out to our sponsors.
Oh, yeah.
The Winnebago Tribe, the Winnebago Communications Department, and the Winnebago Big Voice. Winnebago in the news, man. Just a lot of information. Now, we're going to talk about the general welfare exclusion payment. We need a lot of help getting that word. So if you guys could help us on out, if you're a Winnebago tribal member, or if you know of a Winnebago tribal member, make sure you share that information. We put it into Winnebago News.
Yes.
There's a barcode down at the big screen. If you go there and scan it with your phone, you'll be taken right to the... Now, a lot of people are asking, like, okay, do I got to do this application again and stuff? Because of the rules under ARPA, which is American Rescue Plan Act, we have to get that application.
Yes.
There is a deadline.
Yes.
I'm calling it the SOL day because after that day...
If you don't fill it out, you are SOL.
It's on November 15th, folks. November 15th. So...
And don't wait until that day and be trying to cry around and whatever. Get it done. You have plenty of time. It only takes a few minutes. Have your ID ready because you have to upload a picture of it from your cell phone or your whatever you're using. But get your information ready, get ready, fill out the registration and get it done. It's $500 from the ARPA funds. So these requirements and these qualifications, they must be followed.
Yeah.
You must register by the deadline date, and the most important one is after you are registered, you can either have your funds deposited into your bank account by ACH, or you can come to Winnebago and get a paper check on December 4th and 5th. But the check must be cashed. It must clear the tribe's bank account by the 31st. You can spend it however you want. You can spend it when you want. It just has to leave the tribe's hands by the 31st. Don't wait.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for that PSA, public information right there by the Big Voice and the Winnebago Indian News. You did a story on it, and it's front page news here in the latest issue. So if you have an opportunity and you want to subscribe, or if you even want to view the Winnebago Indian News, go to the Winnebago Tribe and look for the news tab, and you'll see the latest issue right there. But it's front page news, folks. And
nice swing nine.
Yeah, for sure.
The other thing with that, Garen, and I think we need to say this as many times as possible, and to the listeners that are out there and anyone that may be, if you have elders or seniors that are not on social media, they have not seen any of this information, call them, go see them, have them look at the printed Winnebago Indian News. The Senior Citizens Program is doing an assistance to help fill out the application. Get a hold of them down there. They'll give you all of the information, but we know not everybody is on social media, especially our elders. Let them know how to get this money and how to get it registered.
I've been noticing that a lot of people, I took the survey, or not the survey, the application. It takes about a good 5 minutes, you know, and I'm used to doing. Now, people are asking, I don't feel comfortable sharing my routing number. I don't feel comfortable uploading my ID. What we're using, though, is DocuSign. And DocuSign is used by the Department of Defense, the United States Department of Defense. So, I mean, it's very secure, folks. They have a terms and privacy, you know, those little, how do you say it, tabs at the bottom. If you want to read through that, just so that they can kind of secure if you have any questions on their website or anything like that. Now, when we first launched it, it did time out. So maybe, you know, in that first 20 minutes, I think there was a flood of people that just started putting in their applications. It did kind of slow it down a little bit, but now it's just back online. It's ready to roll.
I believe they said that the most recent count is over 1,100. So people are using it and they're getting through it, but that doesn't mean that you should wait. And I can't say that enough because I hate that every year, you know, somebody's so last minute or I didn't know. It's like, no, we have been blasting this out everywhere and it's your opportunity to get this done. And so do not wait, get registered. The information is all there. If you have senior citizens, call them and tell them because they are not on social media. They probably never saw this unless they are WIN subscribers because that went out. It was our headline in this last issue, and then there's assistance available to them through the Senior Citizens Center. So there's all different kinds of ways to get this done. Again, I can't say it enough. Don't wait. Do not wait.
Okay, we got about a minute 46, and then they're going to go into the introductions, I believe. But they might go right into the game. I'm not sure how these triangulars work. But nonetheless here, Winnebago's last home game of the season for the seniors. That's Harlan, Bass, and Wolfleader. We want to see some fun. We've seen in that first game against Madison, they were flying around.
Yeah, they were. Yep.
They were doing a good job.
Had a good game with that. And so hopefully these girls will go out winners at home. They'll put forward a good effort, and Cedar Bluffs will get the L. Who knows? I mean, we'll have to see how it goes. Fight hard, girls. Fight hard.
Okay, so Winnebago Indians, the Lady Indians are in the house here, man. We appreciate Adam Tramner, this year's athletic director for Winnebago Public School, for allowing us to come on in as the big voice. And like I said,
it's nice to be back.
We want to say thank you to the sponsors and everybody that had a hand in that. There's a lot of sponsors out there that really appreciate these live streams, and I think they're also kind of streaming on the Huddle too. So we want to make sure that if you want to see the highlights of the game and stuff, Huddle does a good job of kind of getting that information out there. So Cedar Bluffs, McCoy, I remember Larson is your setter. Hanson, is your setter. And then we also had a lot of good servers on the Wildcats side. Now, Winnebago, they do have some setters led by Wolfleader. And Treglia, she did a lot of flying around. Decora. We also have Vargas that substitutes. She comes on in. Walker comes on in. So they kind of play a nice rotation of a lot of the players.
So here they go. They do not announce the starting lineups because that's already been done. And so the teams, of course, will greet one another and we will get underway. Remember, this is still just the best of three, so whoever wins 2 sets, they are going to come away the winner. 25 points. You must win by 2. So what we saw, of course, Madison extended Cedar Bluffs in their first set, 27-25.
Yeah.
So it can go into overtime, and hopefully the Winnebago Indian girls come out firing.
So they're both wearing black jerseys.
Yes. So
but
Winnebago,
we can see their numbers.
Winnebago, of course, will still be the home team. So.
All right, here we go. So starting lineup, you got Breezy out there. Looks like you also have, is that Thomas, Harlan, Decora. You have Harlan, Bass, and Coons, number 30. So Mimi Coons, her first action of the night. See how she does. Number 3 is going to be coming in for the Cedar Bluffs.
Okay.
Looks like Decora is going to be your server, her first serve.
Yes, and the libero, of course, switching in the back row for the players. The libero, if you don't know what that is a dedicated defensive player. They cannot touch the ball in front of the 10-point line and take it over the net with their hands. They can bump it over, of course, but they can't hit it and set it above the net and that kind of stuff. But they are there to play defense, and she can go in for any player, and it doesn't count against the number of substitutions.
Here we go. Decora gets it on over. We got live action. Winnebago in the house as 2 hits by Cedar Bluffs.
Yeah, that's an interesting call there because the double hit call on their setter right out of the gate, might get into her head.
Decora, second serve. She hits it on over.
Very short serve.
Bluffs are going to work on it. Free ball coming for the Lady Indians. Here comes Decora. They're going to set up Wolfleader. Oh, no, Bass.
Yeah.
Oh, nice swing there by Bass.
Yes, again, the Cedar Bluffs defense is able to come up with it.
Decora setting up. That is number 4. Nice set there, and Kennedy puts it away for another point.
Yes,
Lady Indians.
The lefty on the right side. That is her on-hand side, so she is pretty lethal on the right side of the court if she's able to get a good set.
Third serve for Decora right there. Digs it on up. Bass. Oh, she got a little too excited and she couldn't quite aim
it out.
Yeah.
So, way to stay aggressive, though. I liked seeing that.
Okay, so let's see here. We have number 3, Macy. She has that flat serve, remember?
Yeah,
if you're just joining us here, we called this game earlier. Macy sends it on over to Breezy.
Nice pass from Libero.
Decora to Wolfleader. Back on over to the Wildcats. Here comes number 7.
And she launches it into nearly hitting the back wall. She's a very aggressive player. We saw her, of course, against Madison, putting the ball into the ground. And at that same time, she just didn't quite get on top of it, sent the ball flying out.
All right, Wolfleader for her first serve of this set. Hits it on over to the Wildcats. They dig it on up. Here comes number 7, pushes it on over. Coons, she digs it to Decora. Harlan with a good swing.
Nice
She got
snap.
it.
And with that as well, you've seen the defense, a little bit of the modified campfire, if you will. They were waiting for the setter to take the first hit, and that's not her ball. The defenders have to get the ball to the setter so she can make the play.
Here comes Wolf Leader. Another serve. Oh, off the net it goes and out. Okay.
With that, again, serving has to be one of their points of concentration, girls. Don't give these points away.
Here we go. Wildcats, number 11. This is Shanahan. Down by 2. Oh, short into the net. Service error.
Yeah, Shanahan went on a run against Madison, bringing them back into that match, and so it's a little surprising to see her make that error right out of the gate.
Substitution by Lady Indians. Vargas checks in the game. Mimi is going to have a seat as Bass is going to serve. Her first serve of this set. Out it goes.
The serve going just slightly wide on that, and so 2 errors in a row guaranteed.
Okay, so let's see here. This is going to be the Wildcats are going to serve. Number 7, taking a look at it, Allison Reed.
The ball went flying somewhere into the hallway, so oh, there it is. They got it back. So
Warming up the ball.
good job, the down.
Allison Reed serves it on over to the Lady Indians. Breezy on over to Kennedy. Vargas, she's behind it.
Yeah, with that, the arm strength on number 4 right there, I'm not sure she was actually able to get there because it kind of died in her hands. The middle hit was a little bit of what we call the dying quail. It just fell.
Decora digs it on up. Free ball coming. Not quite. Hits it out of bounds, she does. And that's going to be a point for the Wildcats. 5-5.
Yes, and with that, the Winnebago girls, they got to take care of the ball. There's a long way to go in this set, a long way to go in this game. Dig back in, make good plays, turn it around.
Allison Reed going on a run here. Breezy digs it on up. Nice play there by Kennedy. Free ball coming. Oh, she hits it right in that blue line.
Again, a little bit of a miss hit there, but it works out to Winnebago's advantage. Falls right into the hole of the defense. The libero came flying in, sent it out of bounds.
Kennedy, nice serve by Kennedy. Here we go, Wildcats. Headed on over to the Lady Indians. Harlan tries to get that spot. She couldn't quite get it. Here comes a free ball from the Wildcats to the Lady Indians. Decora on over to Vargas.
Vargas with a nice aggressive swing on that. She just didn't quite get her feet under or to the ball, and so she wasn't quite in the right position. Her snap was on, but because her feet weren't there, she sent it long.
We have a tie ball game here, and this is the first set, 6-6. Number 17 serves it on over to Lady Indians. Bass to Treglia. Oh, Harlan!
Harlan with a nice swing. That's a hard play to make, though, guaranteed, because the set is not coming to her from in front of her. It's coming over her shoulder, so she kind of had to time that. It was a good timing, it's just she didn't hit the corner like she wanted.
17, Wolf on over. Breezy to Decora. On over to Harlan.
Yes, and Harlan finds the hole there, and I like that with her setter going right back to her. That's something that definitely even happens on the collegiate level. If a player makes an error, one of the hitters, the setter usually goes right back to them because they don't want to feel like, oh, you made a mistake, I'm not going to give you the ball.
Harlan serves it on over. Here comes one of the Lady Indians. Wolf leader.
Just long again. Callie is swinging, and I like that. I think if she turned her wrist just a slight bit more, she'd actually hit the corner.
Okay, so we did have a tie ball game, but it's now 8-7. 8, number serves it on over to Kennedy. Decora on over to Harlan from the back. Here comes the Wildcats. McCoy, she's been kind of quiet. She can swing.
Oh no, careful, careful, careful. Bad pass sends her into the stands. That's not where you want to go. Keep the ball in play, girls. They're down by 2 now.
Number 8, she is their setter. This is Hansen. Second serve. Bass, good heads up play to Decora. To Wolf Leader. Wolf Leader finds the spot again.
Nice.
Just right there. Good heads up play there by Wolf Leader.
Yeah, very good play there. Nice solid play there on behalf of Lady Indians, cutting the gap to a 1-point lead for the Cedar Bluffs.
Okay, so number 15 checks into the game. This is the other Bass. She is a freshman.
Yeah, Milian.
She has a little height on her, too. Here we go. Serves up. Breezy. On over to the Wildcats. McCoy. Harlan to Decora.
Nice.
Here comes Bass.
Yep.
Good defense there. Was that 2 hits? Oh, they ran into the net.
A little bit of it must have been a micro touch because I don't even see the net moving. Usually you can tell, because it sways pretty easy. So maybe her jersey caught it or something, something minor, but anything touches.
All right, Cedar Bluffs 10, Winnebago Indians 8. McCoy to serve. Goes on over, Bass brings it on up to Harlan. Here comes Wolfleader for a free ball. Back to the Wildcats. Here comes number 7. She swings it down. Harlan can't field it off her fingertips. And a point for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Harlan there, I think she was double. Basically, she knew that she should have passed that ball with her arms instead of her hands because she was looking at her coach for a little bit of direction.
Oh, McCoy has a good serve, but Harlan did a good job of digging it up. Bass tries to get it on over. Wildcats hit it back and little kind of heads up, maybe communication.
Yeah, with that as well. And to that, the set wasn't to a specific person, but it was in the zone of where Bass had the lane. The outside hitter kind of stepped into the lane, and then they both collided.
McCoy on a run. Here we go. Winnebago, Wolfleader. Back to the Wildcats. They're going to set it on up. Here comes number 7, and she gets it.
Yeah, the defense there again on its heels. And they know that number 7 is capable of putting some heat on the ball, so they got to be ready for those kind of hits.
Timeout, Winnebago. Coach Sam is going to talk it on over here as Winnebago. They got off to a good start. It was 7-7 at one time here.
Yeah.
And Winnebago is just kind of on a not getting any points.
Yeah, Cedar Bluffs is going on a run here, getting their points, getting their serves in, taking advantage of the ball control that Winnebago has seemed to lost.
Cedar Bluff's doing a good job. McCoy's kind of getting warmed up, and she was a little quiet there for the first 7 points, and then now she's starting to serve pretty good over to the Winnebago Lady Indians. So they're talking about it. This is the final home game. Their season's not done, and we appreciate all the parents, everybody that's supporting the Lady Indians throughout the season. They did a good job. They're going to be doing some away games here coming up, and then the Lewis and Clark tournament's coming up, and then they head off into sub-districts, districts, and to the state championship if they make it that far.
Yeah, the state championship is always a good time. Always a good time.
McCoy on over to Harlan. Nice. Decora sets it on up to Bass. A little behind it again.
Yeah, that was a good pass, a good set. Bass just didn't get on top of the ball as much as she needed to. Send it long, but again, good aggressive play.
Okay, here comes McCoy. She's been back there for a while. Harlan, Decora, Wolfleader into the net.
Yep. Again, a good set to that. Wolfleader was back a little bit too far, so she had to hurry up and rush to the set. So the girls got to be able to read and adjust the pass.
McCoy. Bass, good heads-up play. She got it. Decora. Wolfleader taps it on over. Wildcats are going to set it on up from the back row. Oh, on the line.
Again,
Harlan might have needed a little help. She was thinking about going for it, but then all of a sudden she kind of pulled away from it. Substitution coming here. Mimi Coons checks in for Lady Indians. McCoy still serving, 16-8. Harlan. Oh, miscommunication there by Decora and Coons.
So as a parent watching your child play Guaranteed, do you feel the pressure?
That's actually our first time seeing her play.
Okay.
Here we go. McCoy. Harlan. Decora is going to set up Wolfleader. Oh, man. It's in.
Down. I thought that was a good call. Touched the line. They wanted it out, but it touched the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm asking that question because, as you know, as parents of athletes, no matter what sport it is, you kind of have an anxiety and whatever. Because even I remember last year in the national championship, Texas, Asia O'Neal, her father, I can't remember, he's O'Neal, he was an NBA star. He was there in the audience. He said it was one of the most stressful.
Oh,
he said even though he played in the NBA, you know, and had faced all those kind of championship decisions on his own. He said watching his daughter, it was just like.
Bass goes into the net, gives a point back to Cedar Bluffs and Wildcats. So this is going to be Macy. Let's see if Breezy or Coons can dig it up. Oh.
Yeah, the one thing that Winnebago is not really doing really well right now is setting themselves up to pass. There's 4 girls who are at the beginning of the court area, and that's not really where your pass is going to come from. So, okay, now they're moving and adjusting. So
here we go. This is Macy, number 3 for the Wildcats. Second serve.
Get up there. You got to hustle. Yes. That was actually a good pass. It was a gettable ball, but for some reason the setter stopped going.
A little bit of communication now. 21-8. Winnebago trying to get some points here, but Cedar Bluffs kind of running away with this one. Let's see here. Macy for another serve. Oh, serve there.
Yes. Quite a few points from Cedar Bluffs on that run. So Winnebago can still do this on their own. Wolfleer, a little bit of a wild thing in this, so if she can get a hold of this, she can return the favor. Winnebago can go on its own run. She's
scanning, she's looking for her spot. There it is.
Yes, nice strong serve.
Wildcats setting it up for number 7. Good heads-up play there. Oh, and yeah, just right too close to the net. Harlan and Bass couldn't field it.
Yeah, right there, that's where the hitters in the front row, they have to challenge the ball at the net. They need to create the joust. Both of them kind of waited for it to be tipped back down. You can't do that. Get it while it's still on top of the net.
22-9, number 22, her first action. This is going to be number 22 for the Wildcats is Thomas. Breezy, Harlan.
A little bit of an errant pass there.
Another substitution by Cedar Bluffs. Number 13, Benke, is going to check in for number 8. And number 8 is she was their setter.
Yeah, so we'll have to see what kind of change this can make here because they were not warming her up as a setter. So.
Nice save there by 22.
Yep. So game point, 24-9. Cedar Bluffs on top of the Lady Indians by quite a bit. Get some points here and close the gap. You know, it's a pretty tall order, but they can still grab some momentum.
Oh, they find it. Bass just a little too far behind. She maybe scanned the area, but Cedar Bluffs takes down the first set of that game. We've seen some good things. Winnebago was right there. It was tied up at one time, 7-7. And then Cedar Bluffs just kind of got on a roll. McCoy had a lot of good serves, put Winnebago on their heels. And then, just kind of going from there. So if you're Winnebago, last final game, let's have some fun. Let's do this here and see if you can force a set number 3 here, as set number 2 is coming your way. We are broadcasting from Allen, Nebraska. We are the official radio station of the Winnebago tribe. We are the Big Voice Radio. Shout out to our camera crew. We have Jordana Bass on camera operations. We have Gentry St. Cyr. Billy Decora making his Red Spin debut and producing tonight's shows, none other than DJ Besame. Give us a peace sign, DJ Besame. Give us a peace sign.
A lot of good stuff there. And so Winnebago definitely needs to come back from that match. And the coaching huddle that they're having here, of course, Cedar Bluffs is riding pretty high right now because they had a pretty convincing win. But Winnebago just needs to let go of that game. It's over with. It's done with. Brand new set of points is coming forward. Brand new opportunity. Shake it off. Come back out to the court. Ready to swing, ready to fire, ready to play, ready to win.
Let's do this. All right, Lady Indians. They're doing some high fives. I like it. They're smiling, having a good time. As let's see here, Walker is going to be joining this set. Walker, Wolfleader, Bass, Decora, Harlan, and Coons.
Yeah, so they may be starting in a little bit of a different rotation here. And that may be a good move there as well because there were a lot of, gaps in that game, so their coach is spinning the dial, so to speak, wanting to create a different look for the team to hopefully bring out a better result.
Okay, coach is going to swap out Kennedy for Bass, so Kennedy's in the game. All right, here we go, guys. Don't aspire to be the best on the team. Aspire to be the best for the team, is what says it on the program.
Is she coming in?
Okay, Breezy's coming on out for Harlan. Yeah, I want to send a shout out too, man. One of my grade school teachers, Mr. LaRue, is a tonight. So that's pretty cool, man. I haven't seen that guy in about 26 years.
Is he the down ref?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go, McCoy. To
McCoy.
Breezy for an ACE. Dang.
Starting game 2, the way that she left in game number 1, McCoy had a very good serving run, put Winnebago on its heels, getting the ace on her first attempt. Winnebago needs to snap back, shake it off, girls. It's a brand new game. You're still in this match.
McCoy looking on over, sends it on over to Breezy.
Great
Here comes
pass.
Decora, on over to Walker.
Walker with authority from the outside.
Off the bench, and she comes and says, "Let me in, coach," with a big smile.
Yes, so Walker, their tallest player on the roster, uses her height very well as an outside hitter, puts some heat on the ball.
Decora.
Puts Winnebago on the board.
Oh, Decora with the ACE right there.
Yes. And with that also, I love the short serve. A lot of players, like I said in the previous games, they want to just rocket it over. Don't hate the short serve.
Yeah.
It makes the defense work. It makes them move.
Another short serve.
Yes. Oh, you got to smash that.
Here we go, Decora. Oh!
Yes.
Good heads up play there by Decora. She's seen that opening.
And again, her second pineapple.
Oh yeah, we were talking about the pineapple.
Yes.
Nobody guessed the pineapple. What is the pineapple?
Many, many decades ago, we'll let this serve go in.
Decora on over to Wildcats. Wildcats are going to get a setup. Oh, nice block there by Kennedy and Walker.
Make the play, girls. Make the play.
Here comes Wolf Leader. Into the net she goes.
Yes. Anyway, many years ago during one of the men's NCAA championship game, the USC Trojans were in the match. The Trojans, I believe they were playing the UCLA Bruins in one of their classic head-to-head matches. The Bruins setter just kept dumping the ball again and again and again to where the USC coach was yelling at his players, "He's throwing that ball into the back like they're pineapples." And the pineapple was born.
Breezy.
Oh, and it does not hit the ceiling.
There you have it. They threw it into the pineapple. There you go. Like
Yes.
pineapples, I should
Yes.
say. Yep.
Because, and again, the UCLA, I believe it was, the setter just dumping it like no one's business, and they couldn't pick it up. And the quote from the coach, "He's throwing them like pineapple."
Oh, wow, man. Wild serve there by Wolf Leader. She can't get it to go. Winnebago does have a 1-point lead. It is 4. This is the second set, ladies and gentlemen. And Cedar Bluffs has 3 points. So here comes number 22. She ended the game earlier. So let's see if Winnebago can communicate. Talk it on out. Number 22 for Cedar Bluffs is Thomas.
Yeah, she had a few good serves last time around, too.
Breezy needs some help.
Oh, a little bit of a wild pass there.
Yeah, number 22, she's a junior.
Tie score now, 4-4. Winnebago can still change these things. There's a lot of game left. I don't want to see them get down or be frustrated.
Harlan, Decora, heads up play. She kind of hits it back over. Here comes the Wildcats. Harlan.
Nice dish there.
Winnebago Indians have it.
Good swing.
Swing by Harlan. Oh, she puts the Wildcats on their heels and she gets the point.
Yeah, a little bit of a hesitation there from the setter for Cedar Bluffs. Usually she is very aggressive with that, but for some reason stopped. So, I don't know, maybe she felt like the libero was going to take it, but either way, it results in a point for Winnebago.
Okay, so Vargas is into the game for Winnebago Indians, and then we also have Thomas that joined the game, and she's going to be coming back to the serve line. Let's see what Thomas does here. Serves up. Over. Good. And
Pass, yes. Shank pass off of the serve, sends the ball high into the far stands. And so it didn't seem like there was a lot of fire on that ball, Garen, but you could see it floating.
Yeah.
Sometimes if the passers are not ready, that's harder to pass than a power serve.
Thomas on over to Macy. Here comes number 7. Oh, she got it. She finally got a good swing.
Yes, number 7 has no fear of the block. Winnebago put up a two-person block, but she was still able to tool off the hands and get the point.
Allison Reed to serve. She had that last big swing, got a point, and she has a nice serve too.
Yes, she does. Use it.
Still
Use
play it.
Stay with it, girl. Stay with it.
Winnebago couldn't field it. Goes into the off the backboard up in the ceiling.
Yeah, sometimes that's very hard to judge because even though most of it is glass, there are obstructions, and so you don't know where it's going to come down. So
Reed, her second serve. Breezy on over to Kennedy to Vargas. Gets blocked.
Good swing by Vargas, but the block is there and well formed, and she basically pushes it back and rejects the hit.
Reed again. 3 serves so far. This is going to be her third one.
Not a game left.
Breezy, nice. Vargas hits it on over. Here comes the Wildcats. Setting up McCoy. McCoy to Breezy.
Yes. Can't get out of the way fast enough. I'm not sure it was going out though either. So McCoy is capable of putting quite a bit of heat on the ball, and she was definitely aiming for that deep corner. So
looks like a timeout called here by the Lady Indians. Coach Sam. This is her first time coaching the Lady Indians as a head coach.
Okay.
And she's a first grade teacher. Appreciate, I had an opportunity to talk to her. She said that the Lady Indians are making a lot of progress. They're coming down the final stretch, and then you head into the postseason.
Yeah.
It's 0-0. It doesn't matter what your record is.
Oh no, not at all. You know, and unfortunately though, it is win or go home.
Right.
You know, so they got to give it their best shot every night and make it through all the way to the end of the tournament. So.
And then we also have assistant coach. We want to give them a shout out. Darla Lapointe and Courtney Davey. Then the managers, Thule Blackfish, Aubriella White Eyes, and Carmody Walker are tonight's managers and for the season for the Winnebago Lady Indians volleyball. Here we go. All right. It is 8-6. Coach Sam probably kind of felt it, maybe trying to disrupt the momentum here of Reed, who's been serving there, and Winnebago still kind of
and making sure that they don't get too far down into the rabbit hole. So that's out, girls. Come on. Not loud enough from the team. You guys saw it was high. You know, they got to stay loud, got to stay in the game.
Kennedy has a nice serve. She's left-handed.
Nice.
Puts her on their heels.
Deep.
Looks like McCoy is going to swing at it. Breezy, Decora running at it. Can't get a good pass to Harlan.
Yeah, with that, the setter, of course, you know, that's her ball, but it might have been a better choice to have Harlan actually take the ball and set to the right side. She was a little bit closer.
Number 17, Wolf. Remember, she kind of went on a run earlier, too. All right, so
pass.
Thomas to Decora. Harlan. Oh, she sends it into the stands.
Yep. Nice aggressive swing with that. She just needs to stay on top of it and bring it down.
She's going to get a few here. It's her senior night, last home game. She wants to keep swinging, so keep it up, Harlan. Here we go. Lady Indians working with it. Decora sets up Harlan. She gets blocked.
Yeah, that's one good thing that I definitely want to see happen for the Winnebago girls is that they got a really good swing on that hit. Harlan put some, pretty good heat on it. It came back across because of the block, but unfortunately their defense wasn't in place.
Decora? Oh, yes. Another heads-up play by Decora.
On that, and then if you're not familiar with that, the USA women from the 1980s kind of patented that play. Mm-hmm. It was the USA setter in the 1984 Olympics. Her name was Debbie Green. She was notorious for that play right there.
Harlan sends it and serves there. Can't quite get it. So
yes, again, the Winnebago girls serving has to be far more consistent because they're letting the game slowly get away from them. The lead is now 4.
It is 12. That's Wildcats. Lady Indians have 8. Thomas on over to Decora. Here comes, Wolf Leader. She's going to go into the net anyway.
Yeah, a little bit of a dangerous swing there because it was tight. I think they hit knees, but luckily neither one of them comes out injured.
Okay, so this is going to be Hansen, number 8. For her serve, Kennedy talking it on out to Decora. Free ball coming by the Indians. Wildcats are going to set it on up. Looks like she's going to go into the net, but they don't call it. Here comes McCoy. Nice kind of heads-up play there by Vargas.
Yeah, that's the one thing that, I think she's trying to say that it was 4 hits, but I don't think she's going to get it.
The coach?
The player.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So.
All right. 4 hits. It is called. All right. So, Mr. LaRue down there.
So what they're saying, of course, is that when Cedar Bluffs hit that, it came over and touched the tape and not the player. So.
All right. Breezy to serve. Here we go. Winnebago Indians. See if they get that momentum. And they do.
Missed hit by number 11. She was doing really good in the first match against Madison on the right side. So now again, they've adjusted them. 27 is hitting on the right.
Breezy
11 is on the left.
Nice serve there, Kennedy. Here comes the
hits. Use the hits, girls. Come on.
All right, so Wildcats are going to set it on up. Here comes McCoy off the other side. She gets blocked. Back to Wildcats. Shanahan finds the spot right there between the Winnebago Indians defense.
Yes, and the Winnebago Indians, they were in place. They were doing what they needed to do. Unfortunately, the ball just kind of paintbrushes over, and the defense can't pick it up.
Nadia Bass checks into the game for Thomas, and then Kennedy has the seat, and her younger sister, Bass, checks in as well. Breezy fields it. Decora on the run. Here comes Wolf Leader for a free ball back to the Wildcats. She hits it on up. Number 11, Shanahan.
Yeah, and you see that guaranteed. Of course, Winnebago doesn't get the point there, but number 11, Shanahan, she's a better approach on the right. She struggled on the left, but on the right side, she's able to put the ball down. Okay,
McCoy into the net, and that was a good thing because she can go on a run too.
So she kind of lets Winnebago off the hook there. Winnebago has to take advantage of those type of errors, close the gap here, and end up putting more points on the board.
Decora scanning, hits it on over. Wildcats are going to work with it. Number 7, Reed. Back to Harlan. Here comes Wolf Leader. Oh, Wolf Leader. Wildcats recover. Free ball coming. Decora trying to get it back on over. Another free ball by the Lady Indians to the Wildcats. Here comes Reed. She gets, yes, Winnebago Indians still working with it. Wolf Leader back to the Wildcats. Harlan is there to pick it on up. Decora on over to Bass.
Good rally here.
Yes. Shanahan mistimes it. A point for the Lady Indians.
Good play there, girls. Way to go, Winnebago. They stuck with it. They didn't give up, and they pushed through, got the point, put one more point on the board. Only down by 3 right now.
Decora, her serve is over. Wildcats working on it. Here comes the Wildcats, Winnebago Indians. Nice finesse there by Wolf Leader just to get it over. Here comes a free ball. See if Winnebago can set it on up. Bass sets it on up for her sister.
There it goes. Yes. A broken play there, and that's what I like seeing from Winnebago because that is not what they intended to do, but they're still able to put up a good set, and Nadia Bass punishes the ball off of the block. Winnebago down by 2.
Here we go, Decora. Reed trying to get her team, and she does. Wolf Leader couldn't field it. Man, number 7, she's been getting some good cracks at it. That's Allison Reed. As Macy, number 3 for the Wildcats, comes up to bat. 16, Winnebago Indians down 13.
Nice pass.
Decora. Nice punch over there by Wolf Leader. Here comes Reed. Good recovery there by Harlan Wildcats on the other side. Oh, there you go. Good hustle play, Winnebago Indians. Good job, ladies.
And defense and hustle on behalf of the Winnebago Indians makes that play. They weren't afraid of digging, and then they made, they forced Cedar Bluffs into the error.
Winnebago down by 2, 16-14. Wolf Leader to serve. She serves it on up. Wildcats working on it. Here comes 17. She finds a spot. Not a lot of power on that one, but nonetheless is right behind Harlan.
Yeah, the one thing that's there, I could see it on her face. She knew that if she's not going to block, she has to play defense, and that is something I know she would change.
Substitution number 22. Remember, she kind of went on a run earlier.
Yeah.
That is Thomas back to the serve line.
Winnebago can get this right back, though. The game is still young.
Oh, there you go. They talked it out, and it is out. Here comes Vargas checking in for Breezy. Bass is going to be serving, the senior. Down by 2, 17-15. Bass serves on up. Wildcats working on it. Wolf Leader. Harlan.
Boom. That's where, yes. Absolutely great play there. Again, another little bit of a broken play because the setter didn't exactly dish that, but Harlan was in place, got her feet to the ball, swung hard, and down it went. Nice play, Winnebago.
Bass to tie it on up. Here's the serve. 16-17. Wildcats filled it. Set. Hit number 3. Oh, nice recovery. Winnebago Indians. Harlan hits it on over to the Wildcats. Number 17 gets it down for Cedar Bluffs.
A little bit of a slugfest is happening here, guaranteed. Winnebago hits the ball, pounds it pretty hard. Cedar Bluffs brings it up, pounds it pretty hard. Winnebago returns the favor. I like seeing the aggressiveness from both teams.
Reed into the net. There you go, Winnebago. Lady Indians get another point. 17 down by 1.
Yes, and again, this is the points and the spots where Winnebago has to take advantage of the errors on the other side.
The freshman, Bass, serves it on over. Good serve, too.
Yeah.
Here we go. McCoy from kind of the area. She hits the campfire area, right?
A little bit of that, and to that point, everybody needed to crash forward because the outside hitter, number 27, was way back. So there's no way she's going to be just, launching the ball. They should have adjusted. 17
to serve, Wolf. Breezy gets herself in position. Decora calls for it. Vargas tips it on over. Here comes McCoy again. And she gets it.
Yes, McCoy gets the benefit of the hands of the block, putting it out of the range of the Winnebago defenders. Cedar Bluffs goes back up by 3.
All right, Wolf trying to run it with it. 17, Winnebago to 20. Here we go. Oh!
That is a great look.
Yeah.
Her teammates were probably looking at her like, why aren't you going? But she knew it was out. She let it go, and it landed just beyond the end line.
18 to 20.
Good heads-up play there, Nadia. Good heads-up play.
Here we go. Harlan, the senior for the Lady Indians. It's going to serve it. She serves it on up. Wildcats. Hit number 2 coming. Here comes hit number 3. Oh, good heads-up play. McCoy kind of looked down.
Yeah. So Wolf Leader on the outside seen that. You've seen her adjust. She actually does get the pancake, but it's out of the range of the other defenders. Good defense. It just wasn't able to bring the ball back up.
Thomas enters the game for Bass. This is Hansen. Serves it. Thomas, Decora, on over to Wolf Leader. Wolf Leader. Oh, I think it's going to be whole 4 hits, right?
No.
Okay.
It is not. Because 27 gets the unorthodox dig, but brings it up, and then she just happened to be in the same spot to where the setter is able to deliver her, but she launches it out of bounds.
Okay, Breezy. Let's see if Winnebago can tie this second set up. Here we go.
You have to get it in. Have to get it in.
Serves up. Wildcats.
Tough serve as well. Free ball.
Free ball, and it's going out. Here we go. Lady Indians tie it up.
No, down by
1. Oh, excuse me. Yes, down by 1.
Cedar Bluffs with the timeout.
Both in the red zone. Last home game for the seniors.
Yes, Winnebago is not going down without a fight, and I like seeing it between them. because the two teams, like I said, if Winnebago takes care of the ball, guaranteed, they are very much in this match. Cedar Bluffs is pretty solid, but Winnebago is not out of it. They're not, someone that they're just going to blow off the court.
Yeah.
Winnebago keep it together. This is a whole new match.
I noticed that all the ladies that are suited up tonight, they got some action.
Yes.
They all played. So that's pretty cool. Good rotation going on here. And see if Winnebago can force set number 3. They lost that first set. And this is the second set. They are down by 1 with Breezy having the serve on a beautiful Tuesday night in Winnebago Stadium right here in Winnebago, Nebraska. Breezy serves up.
Nice flat serve over.
Wildcats. McCoy. She hits it out.
Again, another great look. The defenders, they're ready to dig that, but they know that it's out, and they're letting it fly out. I like that. That's good court presence.
We have a tie ball game. Second set. A lot on the line here for our seniors. Breezy serves on over. Wildcats to Shanahan. Breezy, Wolf Leader, back on over free ball. Let's see what the Wildcats do with it. Here comes McCoy. And another out. Let's go, Bago.
McCoy is fearless, but at the same time, she's not getting the production that she wants. I know she's a little frustrated with herself, but Winnebago is really putting on the pressure.
Breezy, she gets it right on that spot. 2-point lead as the crowd comes to their feet. Here we go.
The short serve doing damage. The defenders from Cedar Bluffs not able to handle.
Yes. Let's go. There you go. Our seniors want to have another set here. They are up by 2, 23-21. We're going to 25. So here it is. Set the stage here, Brian. What do you want to see from the Cedar Bluffs? What do you want to see from the Lady Indians?
We can see both huddles here, guaranteed. Look at the body language. Cedar Bluffs has pressure on their players. You see fingernails in the mouth, and that tells you that they're not in a comfort zone. Winnebago is relaxed and smiled. That's what I want to see continued. Have fun, girls. Have fun.
All right, so Breezy has been doing some good serving here. Lady Indians. Let's see if the coach can disrupt the rhythm of Breezy. And her other serve's coming up. She needs 2 more points to put this set away.
All she needs is it in. That's all she needs.
Serves on up. Wildcats.
Stressing the defense.
McCoy gets it on over. She kind of down throttled a little bit. Here comes Wolf Leader.
Yep,
Lets the play safe.
Very good there. Now take advantage. You have to use this ball.
Decora setting up Wolf Leader. She does set it up.
She does. Yes. Very good play, Winnebago. Very, very good play. Game point number 1. Stacked up 3 in a row. So, Breezy, get your serve in.
Here it goes over. Breezy, nice serve there. Wildcats.
You saw that coming.
Yep. Trying to heads up play. Decora.
There it is. Yes.
Let's go, Lady Indians. Good job.
Pulls out the win. The come from behind win. 25-21. Stunning the defense of the Cedar Bluffs ladies. Amazing turnout. Absolutely way to fight for it through the end.
And what was the first set? 9-25, right?
Yeah, they pretty much got blown out in that.
So Winnebago trying to get a W here tonight. And so what's the third set? They think they're talking to the ref here. What are they talking about?
Who gets to serve?
Okay.
And then I don't believe they changed sides. So.
Okay. And then you definitely want to have the serve, right? So this heads up play.
Actually, it's up to the coach.
Okay.
The late Connie Getman actually preferred to receive.
Okay.
And that was because she wanted to make sure that her team had the first chance to score through a hit. And of course, all of her teams always had, dynamic hitters. Of course, the coach, Darla LaPointe, state record holder, others, throughout the years and throughout her tenure. So she knew that her hitters were capable of creating points. So even though they were beasts at the service line, she always chose the reception.
Yeah, for sure. So let's set the stage here. Tonight's triangular. We had the Madison Dragons come through. They won, and then they lost to Cedar Bluffs.
Yes.
So this is set number 3 here, 1-1. Now, whoever wins this set is going to be a winner, right?
Everyone will have beaten everyone.
Okay.
So it's essentially a tie because they all went 1-1.
And it goes in the stat books for sure and stuff.
Yes,
but
still a win.
A little bit more on the line for the Lady Indians as it's the last home game. So again, man, we really appreciate the opportunity to come on in and do this for the seniors and stuff. Maybe they can look back in 10 years, 25 years on tonight's night, and have something to really be proud of and stuff as their season continues on. This is going to be away from Winnebago and stuff, but good job to all the players out there. They do a nice rotation, and we have Harlan, that's a senior. We have Wolf Leader, and Bass, that is a senior on this team. So a lot of returning for next year, looking good.
Yeah, there's a lot of good effort, and you can see it again at their body language. The Winnebago girls are very relaxed, and I like seeing that. The pressure is off of them. Now they're out there ready to play, ready to make things happen. I think they can pull this out. Cedar Bluffs girls at the same time, they're not gonna lay down. Those girls are fighters. They're used to being in the dogfight.
McCoy was one of their power hitters. She's been getting them down and stuff, but in that last kind of set there, she's been throwing them out of bounds.
Yeah.
And I noticed that in her last hit, she kind of down throttled a little bit.
Yes.
Let's see if she can get back on track. She's going to be coming out of the right side.
Yep, and at the same time, McCoy is a sophomore, so she's got a big career still ahead of her. And I know a couple good years left with that, and it's a little bit of a non-surprise how she backed off, because usually young players will do that, and she did. She kind of got afraid of making the error, and so, but that reaped benefits for Winnebago, because then they were able to take advantage that one of their hitters pulled herself back.
Here we go, set number 3. Winnebago down and ready. Harlan to Decorah to Wolf Leader. Puts Wildcats on their heels. Here comes Reed. Oh, good heads-up play there. Decorah needs to get it back on over. Bass hits it. Wildcats have it. Shanahan on over to Bass. Here comes Decorah with a good set. Wolf Leader.
Yes. Kelly is able to get up on top of that ball, smashes it through, snaps really hard, and touches the sideline. Because she was not on the outside, Darren. That was probably closer to what's called a 3 set, and she's still able to produce. Good job, Winnebago.
All right, McCoy's going to have a seat. Number 5's in her 4, and then Decorah serves it. Wildcat's going to be working with it. Here comes Reed. Good ups there.
Great block from Winnebago.
Wolf Leader.
In again.
Oh, right at number 3, Macy.
Yes, and number 3 was not happy about the call, but at the same, we could see it from here. The ball was in.
Decorah. Serve number 3. Set number 3, too. Here we go. Breezy. Bass on over to Wolf Leader. Kind of tips it back on over to the Wildcats. Shanahan.
Oh, not the call.
There you go. Good heads-up play there by Bass.
Winnebago gets away with one there. I like it that she got rid of it, but at the same time, try to use the hits, girls. Try to use the hits.
Number 13 and her younger sister, number 15, Bass. They're up at the front line. Here we go. Decorah, Wildcats. Here comes Reed. Oh, she goes into the net.
Her to the outside.
Yeah. She had a good run there of some swings, but now she's kind of starting to...
You can feel the pressure mounting. You always watch the body language of the players. The Winnebago girls are happy and smiling. I don't see one smile on Cedar Bluffs.
Oh, nice serve there by Decorah. She gets it on over. Wildcats into the net. Another point. Wow.
The ball never cleared the net. Cedar Bluffs calls a timeout. Winnebago Indians up 5-0.
Man, that's pretty good. We appreciate all the parents, the grandparents, the guardians, the fans coming on out here and making some noise for your Lady Indians. Cedar Bluffs also travels good. We appreciate all the parents from there.
They have a very loud student section.
They do, definitely. And then also want to send a shout out to the parent committee that is going to be feeding the teams. I know that they got some things ready to, some pasta or something like that they're going to feed the visitors as well as the team for Winnebago Indians. The final home game for this season for some of their seniors, and I know that some of the seniors are going to play basketball.
Yeah, that season, of course, will be approaching after the close of the fall sports season. So the state volleyball tournament is usually around like the 12th-ish of November. I don't know the exact dates, but as soon as that starts, then there's a little bit of a break, but winter sports kick in, practices begin. Here comes basketball and all the other winter sports.
Decora, been on a serving, kind of been back there for a while. She serves it on over. Oh, and the timeout worked, yes. Shanahan, she hits that spot right in the middle. Nobody home.
The thing with this, and I hope that the Winnebago girls are understanding, is that the side out was going to happen. Now what they got to do is get the ball back as quickly as they can, keep the points piling up, and play their game.
Free ball coming. Bass hits it on over back to the Wildcats. That serve was over. Here comes number 17. She's blocked by Bass. Harlan on over to Wolf Leader.
Oh gosh, come on.
Winnebago gets it back. Wolf Leader taps it on over. Here comes the Wildcats. Decora hits it back on over to the Wildcats. Oh, they were kind of all over the place.
Yes.
Winnebago putting the pressure on to the Wildcats.
Yeah, not giving up, and the defense a little bit not as, I guess, crisp as you'd want it to be, but it's still bringing the ball up. They get the point, and that's what matters. Winnebago is up 6-1.
Wolf Leader calls for the play from her coach. Here we go. Serves up. Nice floater. Shanahan.
Great
Good.
defense.
Yes.
Use the hits. Come on.
Decora. Oh, Harlan. Substitution.
That's a good hit, you know. That is a good hit. She just, again, turned it a little bit too sharp. It went out of bounds, but at the same time, a very good play by Winnebago. This is a really long game, and this is where the girls need to dig in and understand. Yeah, it's a great start, but you got to have the tenacity to pull through.
Wolf Leader couldn't quite get the up that she needed, or the direction of the pass.
Yes, and the pass goes into the Bermuda Triangle. That's what that area is called, because the outside hitter is usually transitioning to make the hit. The setter is not located in the area, so there's usually no player there.
Thomas hits it on over. Harlan gets a swing at it. Nice dig there by Cedar Bluffs. They get a free ball. Winnebago's going to be working with it. Decora puts it up in the air to Bass. Oh, freshman. She got it.
Yes, the freshman, Miliani Bass, has no fear, just like what we said before. I love the freshmen in any of the games because they know I still got 3 years left. I still got a long way to go. I can just swing away. I love it for freshmen.
Third set. Winnebago has 7 points. Cedar Bluffs has 3.
Great.
That was a serve there by Thomas.
Use the hits,
free ball.
Girls, use the hits.
Decora is going to set up. Harlan.
Yes.
Nice swing. Good dig there by the Wildcats. Here comes Reed.
It's up. Come on.
Got it over. Good volley. And Harlan.
Yes.
Decora did a good job there. They were kind of almost like on their heels, but good recovery there by Winnebago Indians. They have 8 points, and Cedar Bluffs has 3.
The overall defensive effort right now for Winnebago is really high. I like seeing it.
Thomas gets her serve on over. Here comes the ball for the Winnebago Indians. Vargas gives it back to Wildcats.
That was a good shot, too.
Wildcats, Reed down throttles. Decora on over.
Get
Harlan,
in.
yes, pokes it on over. Here comes number 17, out of bounds. Another point for the Lady Indians.
Yes.
Woof, a little too hard.
Winnebago, I believe, is that .9 or .10?
Thomas to serve. Winnebago 9, Cedar Bluffs 3.
Oh, the player does
ACE for Thomas.
Yes, the Cedar Bluffs player does not get out of the way. She is standing out of bounds and the ball hits her. So
10. Winnebago is into double digits. Here we go. Harlan. It's in.
No, I saw it in.
That's not in?
I saw it in.
Wow. And the coach is not agreeing with that
standing
call.
there and whatever, but at the same time, Cedar Bluffs, you're on the road.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that ball on the road, you know?
Here we go. Winnebago Indians on a roll. Thomas, another serve coming. Here it is. Wildcats filled it. Up, and from the free ball coming back to the Lady Indians, Decora.
Use the hits.
Over to the Bass. Here comes Vargas. Oh, Vargas gets a
The
nice.
ball is still alive.
Yes.
Use the hits. Get in the game, girls. Get in the game.
Bass to set up Vargas again. Oh. She couldn't repeat.
Yeah, with that, Vargas left last week. She jumped yesterday, and so she was very, very early. The only thing she had, and it fired out of bounds. I like the aggressiveness, but stay on time. Stay on time.
All right, here is number 7. She's a good server. Reed. Breezy does a good
girls,
job.
girls. Come on. Who's your setter? Who's your setter?
They're going to talk it on out.
Yeah.
So 11-5. This is the third set. The winner wins the game here on this set here. Reed serves on over. Breezy.
Oh, bad pass. Yep. The best thing that I think Winnebago needs to do right now is take a timeout, calm your girls down. You are up by 5.
Yeah.
Don't let the lead get away. Transition side out as quickly as you can and keep on pushing these points. This is very much a Winnebago possibility. Very, very much. They can win and take this match. Stay calm, play your game.
They have been doing an excellent job. You know, the Winnebago athletic department, everybody that has a hand in it, we appreciate you guys. Football team, we covered the St. Francis, Eugene Quince, and all those guys. They did that game on last week. They'll be down, I believe, in Macy, Nebraska. It will be their final home game of the regular season, and then both teams head off into the playoffs. We got word that both teams are in the playoffs.
Oh,
but
nice.
When it comes to the rumble on the res, there's bragging rights. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's going to be a good game.
Reputation is at stake.
Yeah, and we'll see if home court advantage works for the Omaha Chiefs. And that's going to be Thursday, folks. Kickoff is at 6 p.m. Make sure you join us, tune in, or come down and support the Winnebago Indians. Here we go. Reed, Vargas,
Good pass.
Bass, Harlan. Hits it on over to the Wildcats. Wildcats, here comes McCoy. McCoy gets blocked.
Yes, and McCoy has been quiet for quite some time, and so she's wanting to swing. You can see it in her. She wants the floor. And at the same time, there's a good touch on the block there. You know, don't hang your heads, girls. You did get the touch, but unfortunately, she was able to swing through the hands.
Reed, another serve. Breezy does a good job of that one. Here comes Bass. Walker, free ball for Wildcats. They're going to work with it. Sets it on up to McCoy. She just has to push it back on over. Winnebago on their heels. Oh, nice heads-up play there by Walker. Here comes the Wildcats again. Oh, come on.
Great try. A little bit of pinball defense there by Winnebago as the Cedar Bluffs team closes the gap. Winnebago is up 11-8.
Reed for another serve. Winnebago up 11. Into the net it goes. They're up 12-8.
Yes. And again, those mistakes Winnebago has to take advantage of. You don't return the favor. Get your serve in. Let your team make points.
Here comes Bass.
That
Serves
is a
it.
good serve.
Yes. Reed on over to McCoy. She hits it out.
Yes.
Oh, the student section, the student fans. We need to get a shot over there. They're doing a good job getting everybody riled up here. 13-8. Bass is serving. Here we go.
Keep it in.
Set number 3.
Great serve.
8. Sets it on up for McCoy. McCoy just kind of down throttles, hits it on over. Here comes Decora over to Walker. Nice swing by Walker, but a little too hard. Can't get it down.
Next play!
Here we go, 17 to serve. This is Wolf getting kind of close here, 13-9.
Yes.
Wolf serves up. Thomas fields it.
Gotta go, girls. Oh, great. Up in the back row.
Decora hits it on over to the Wildcats. Here comes McCoy. Oh, nice block there by Walker.
Rejected by the Winnebago block.
Here we go, Harlan.
Down. That is down.
The senior.
Yes.
Lady Indians.
That is down. They wanted it to be out, but the ball is down. Any part of the ball touches the line, it is in.
I think that the The coach is asking for instant replay here, but
Doesn't exist.
Yep,
And
yep.
see, the R1 can also, he can overrule her, but he sees it too.
All right, Harlan finds a nice little sweet spot, puts Wildcats. Here comes Winnebago Indians. They got the ball. Walker, the sophomore.
Very good. That is a nice play. And so Cedar Bluffs with the timeout. Winnebago 15, Cedar Bluffs 9. The Indians are rolling.
Keep that momentum going. Coach calls the timeout for Cedar Bluffs to try to disrupt the momentum here. The crowd is into it. The Lady Indians are into it. We're into it. We're seeing you guys on Facebook and YouTube. You guys are into it too. If you got a player out there that you guys are watching, make sure you guys shout them out now, because a lot of these girls, what they do, and a lot of the players, when we do the live streams, they'll go back and watch this stream, and they'll see your comment, they'll see your love, they'll see anything that you might want to post on there. So encouraging messages or anything like that. But they're in a battle right now with Cedar Bluffs, and the Wildcats are determined to try to pick up another set here.
Okay, guaranteed. We're going to shake off the commentator's curse.
Okay.
Winnebago's serving has been pretty good this set.
Okay.
So if they keep on that roll, and I mean, I'm knocking on wood,
Yeah.
and all this kind of stuff, making sure it doesn't change, they're getting their serves in, which is giving their team the ability to make these points. Cedar Bluffs is not going to lay down.
All
they shouldn't
right.
expect that to happen, but they got to basically get their serve in, make their points, win this game.
Here we go. Harlan hits it on over. McCoy
That is a good
hits
block.
it.
Yes. McCoy is a hitter. She's not going to back off. And even though she's a sophomore, again, you can tell she wants to swing and swing hard. Winnebago didn't get the block on that, but they shouldn't, and they're not hanging their heads.
Hansen to serve. She gets it on over. Bass digs it. Decora's going to set up Callie Wolfleader. On over. Here comes McCoy again. Oh, man. She's coming down with some power. McCoy is determined.
Yep. So Cedar Bluffs is definitely got a game plan. Give it to your big hitter.
Yep.
Let her swing away, and she is. Winnebago is capable of stopping her with the block, and they're doing a good job. Plus, they still have the lead. Keep the game. Make it happen.
Decora hits it on over to the Wildcats. Puts them on their heels, but they recover. Lady Indians have a chance. They set it on up. Here comes Walker.
Yes. Walker with the power tip on that. I like that because she wasn't really in the spot to swing away. She understood that. She used her height, stayed tall, pushed it into the place where the defense was not.
16 to 11. Breezy, nice serve.
Tight, tight, tight.
Uh-oh. Free ball for the Lady Indians. Decora sets up Callie Wolfleader. Wolfleader.
1, 2.
Wildcats recover. Shanahan gives them a free ball. Okay, Decora playing a little, they need to get it back on over.
Yes,
So,
ball. Come on, girls.
Wildcats hit number 1. Here comes hit number 2. They're going to set up McCoy.
Oh, miss hit by McCoy.
Miss hit by McCoy. Another point for the Winnebago Lady Indians.
The Lady Indians are up 17 to 11, stomping toward the red zone. I think if they get there, Garen, they may be pulling this out.
Breezy, nice serve there by Breezy. Wildcats are going to try to work with it from the backfield. Man, and she sends it out of the stadium. Okay.
That was definitely a frustration swing by Cedar Bluffs number 7. You can see it on her face now. She wants this game and she wants it back.
Breezy with the serve. Wildcats call out the number. Oh, that was a lift.
Definitely valiant try. I would never get mad at a player for doing that because it went way behind her. She didn't have much to do with it. Unfortunately, carried it over.
Coach seen enough from Cedar Bluffs, so number 4 checks in. Adams is into the game. Here we go, Breezy. Serves on over. Wildcats hit number 3 is coming your way from the back. Oh, Bass with the block there. Decora back to Bass.
Yep.
Oh, puts him on the heels, and Bass got it.
Yes. Another good thing to notice in that as the Winnebago Lady Indians enter the red zone.
20.
Yes, the setter for Winnebago is finding the hot hand. Bass is fired up, and she knew give her the ball, and she did. She got the kill.
Oh, good heads-up play there by Lady Indians. They dig it. They give them a free ball. Wildcats are going to work with it here. See who they set up. Here comes McCoy. Kind of finesses it on over to the Lady Indians. Decorah been having a nice setup night here this evening. On over to Shanahan. Harlan finds Decorah. Wolf Leader hits it to the back. Wildcats working with it. Shanahan's going to hit it back to the Winnebago Lady Indians.
Gotta hustle. Send it over. Send it over.
There you
Nice.
go. Harlan!
Nice.
Good volley. Audience comes to their feet. They can smell it. 21-11.
Winnebago is 4 points away from taking this match.
Wow. Here we go. Breezy on over. Macy to Hanson. McCoy gets the spot. McCoy gets the point.
That's a great dive. Absolutely great dive. I like it because the Winnebago girls are telling each other, shake it off. I've seen it.
21
Good job,
to
girls.
12.
You have a commanding lead. Push these
McCoy
points.
is the server, though. She hits it on over. Callie Wolfleader gets it on up. Wolfleader into the net, and it goes over for a point. Wolfleader with some power.
You know, I like that because Callie's been hitting on the outside probably her whole career. But the middle hits make her like hustle through it, and that causes her to swing down.
Decorah serves it on over. Wildcats send it back to the Lady Indians. Lady Indians send it back to the Wildcats. Reed with a kind of a strike. She couldn't get it. Wolf Leader hits it out of bounds. Point for Cedar Bluffs. 22 Lady Indians, 13 Cedar Bluffs. Substitution coming. Number 6 is going to check into the game.
Yeah, so Lady Indians just need to stay calm. And to close the gap here, you know, Cedar Bluffs needs some strong serves. This is one of their players who can deliver that. And so we'll have to see how she can do tonight.
Macy sends it on over. Harlan, good job. Decorah on over to Bass. Oh, she wanted that one back.
Yep. Good aggressive swing on that, but the freshman knows, you know, you just got to keep on pushing.
Here we go.
Keep on pushing.
Winnebago Indians, they need 3 to put this game away. 14, Macy's trying to get some more points for the Wildcats. Free ball coming. Oh, man, never mind. Winnebago couldn't quite get it over.
It should be to the point, honestly, you know, Winnebago is up by 7 at this point, but a couple more than Winnebago might think about calling a timeout just to refocus our players.
Serves on up. Macy put some power behind it. Oh, nice heads up play by Decorah. Harlan. Oh, that goes out. Wildcats hit it on out on Winnebago's side. And it is 2 more points. Winnebago looking to put this set away and the game. The Callie Wolf Leader, the senior. 23-15.
These are the points that she needs to get in. She does not need the ace. She needs the opportunity. Keep the ball in.
Scans it on over into the net. Can't quite get it. She was trying to put a little finesse behind it, and yeah. Here comes number 22. She kind of went on a run earlier. That was Thomas for the Wildcats. 23-16.
The overall serving game for Cedar Bluffs is pretty strong.
Wolf Leader, Decorah. Oh, they play off the net, and Wildcats get the best of that one. Point
Again,
for the Wildcats.
Harlan needed to challenge her at the net with the block. And so I think she probably could have got that or maybe even stuffed it down.
Okay, number 22, choice. Thomas gets the play from her coach. She aims, she fires to Wolf Leader, and it worked.
Yes, and there you have it. Of course, like I said, a couple points into that, and the Winnebago coach calls timeout smartly. The Winnebago girls, you know, they're on the verge of taking this match. They are up right now by 5, and so this game is still very much theirs to lose. All they got to do is side out once, and they're at match point.
Man, what a good game. What a good night for volleyball.
Yes.
Appreciate you guys tuning in. 100.9 FM, the big voice, out of Allen, Nebraska, official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe. The triangular between the Dragons. The Lady Dragons came in. This is Cedar Bluffs, the Wildcats. Lady Indians, last home regular game, and then they're going to hit the road, and then they're going to go into the postseason, do some tournaments. I know that they've been playing on Saturdays and been having a practice schedule that is pretty rigorous, and again, everybody that's been going to a lot of their away games and stuff, especially the parents and the fans, we want to say thank you. Here we go. Thomas to serve. Serves on up. And it is out. There you go. Disruption by the coach, and it works.
Yes. 1 point here, and Winnebago gets the win. You don't need the ace, Nadia.
Yeah.
You just need it in.
The senior. We got a chance to talk to her in between the games and stuff. If you have a chance, go listen to that interview. What a great season that these ladies have here. Go. Serves on over by Bass. Here comes Reed. Wolf Leaders ready for it.
Here.
Decora. Here comes Harlan.
And it's down.
She got it. Winnebago.
Yes, 25 to 18. Winnebago pulls out the come from behind win, going up 2-1 over Cedar Bluffs.
I love it. Man. Okay, so we get to a point here, and maybe you guys can help us out on the stream. We want to do a player of the game.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, there was just a lot of things that we've seen here tonight. But the momentum, everything, the serving, the blocks, we had a lot of strikes. Man, it was just a good time, a good night for volleyball. But I'm going to have to do 3 of them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's the seniors.
I can too.
We seen the seniors, so congratulations again, the class of 2025. That's Harlan, Bass, and Wolf Leader. Good job, ladies. Good job. We got MCBKC.
I have to agree with you on that. Also, a much shout out to Winnebago setter. I thought she did a good job dishing all the way through.
Yeah.
In the first match, you know, she had a tough time because the passes weren't good. But you can see what she's able to do with a good pass. So shout out to those players. And then to the other side, for the Lady Dragons, of course, their setter. Who was she? Number 3?
Yes, that was Macy.
Arden. I don't. Whatever their setter is for Madison.
Yeah, I would go with McCoy.
Okay.
Myself.
Well, the other team, Madison, and then on the Cedar Bluffs, yes, McCoy.
Oh,
Jakaya
okay.
McCoy,
Yep.
number
So
27.
Madison was Jackson. Her name is Jackson.
Okay.
Lexi Jackson.
Lexi Jackson, yeah. She was an amazing setter. Great location all night long. Absolutely good player. I liked what I saw. And then, of course, for the Lady Wildcats, Jakaya McCoy, fearless sophomore outside hitter. Good, strong team, though.
For sure.
They should not hang their heads. They should not hang their heads.
Well, again, thank you to everybody. We're reading the comments. We appreciate everybody. And then, again, it's for the kids, you know, and it's something that they like to see.
Yeah.
The hard work paying off here. And you guys kind of, by tuning in and listening to the stream and stuff, you made that night much more special here this evening. So, seen some magic here this night, but we are going to sign off. We'll be back on the air on Thursday for All Requests Live. And also, we'll be down in Macy, Nebraska. Make sure you guys tune in for that game because it's going to be a good one as the All Nations Conference is underway. Both teams are in the postseason in football, and we'll see these guys. So volleyball hits the road.
Yes.
Make sure you check their schedule. They do have the schedule, the Winnebago Public School website, if you want to see where they're going to be playing next. And thank you for MCBKC. Happy
Absolutely.
birthday
Thank you
once
for having
again. And DJ Besame, our producer, we want to say thank you to her comment operators. We have Jordana, Billy, and Gentry. Man, a good time here this evening, and we're going to be signing off. You guys have a good evening, and we'll see you guys down the road.
Lady Indians.